Starting now.
Because listen, if there's another dumb, large man, little sneaky man adventure tonight, like the success our one-off was with Jeff and I before, I want evidence.
Don't put that pressure on me, my God. No, we're going for it. I cooked this up this morning, and I've been cooking it right until it's just piping hot right off the stove.
Oh boy!
Almost too hot to touch. It's going to be loose, and I'm going to draw on your experience and creative powers to help fill in the gaps. So ask lots of questions, and let's see where this gets us.
Okay. First of all, am I a wizard?
No, throw it out. Throw it all out. Get rid of it all.
It's brand new?
Get rid of it all. It's garbage. It's played out.
Damn.
I'm not a wizard?
No, you're making me nervous. Stop asking questions.
So, okay. No. This is what I have to talk about. So, Jared and I'm just going to have a very small moment in the sunshine. And then, so Jared and I have been watching Harry Potter after George goes to bed. We don't have enough juice in us ever to finish a full movie, so we've been like halvesing it, starting another one. So last night was the end of the Prisoner of Azkaban, beginning of Goblet of Fire. And I didn't realize until the opening sequence where the Durmstrang students and the Beauxbaton students come in, I didn't realize how I was going to feel or even what fucking book I was watching. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I was like... And I had these, like, palpitations in my chest, and I was like, I'm in the Triwizard Tournament. And to put this in full perspective, Jeff, I'm pregnant, and so my hormones are... Thank you. They are... Oh, they're everywhere. And so I got so involved, and I was, like, so proud, and I got, like, really red in the face and, like, just super into it. And then I made the mistake of being like, Jared, I'm really tired, but let's just watch the first challenge and watch the fucking dragon one. And I'm telling you, I was on the edge of my seat in a way that I've never been on the edge of my seat for any movie ever. And I was like watching Harry fly, and I was like, he's on the roof. This wasn't in the book. How's he gonna escape this? And I was like so nervous for him. I could feel my body shaking. And then we went to bed, and it was a nightmare. It was a total fucking nightmare. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I've been doing my research, and it's cool that it doesn't apply this week. It's cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I gotta get a belt of booze.
I think there will probably be some day drinking role playing. If we have cigarettes, I imagine there's whiskey in the desk of the office.
Yeah,
kind of situation.
A big decanter table off to the side.
When people decanted things because they were all cheap and gross. They're like, let's hide this in a nice bottle.
Yeah, the other day, me and Dad watched Call of Dr. Death, Lon Chaney Jr.
Yeah.
And he was like a psychiatrist or something, or a psychologist, and yeah, he just had this like giant like thing of like port or something in his office. Like his doctor's office was awesome.
Jared and I stayed at a bed and breakfast once in Vancouver in this really old house that was managed by a very charming Asian woman and owned and decorated by a very gay couple. And it was like strange, eclectic period pieces, a lot of velvet, a lot of multicolors. Anyways, there was a decanter of port that was refilled every evening for the guests to take their fill of before going to bed. And it was the strangest thing ever. And I loved it so much. And then, like, we got served, like, a really good fucking breakfast the next morning. Like, 9 courses. Like, start with this smoothie. It was, like, so weird. But anyways, yeah, the decanter of port was great. I felt really classy.
That's awesome.
Oh, God.
So the smoking was a dead giveaway, was it? All right, well, listen, we're going there. It's different.
We're ready.
It's loose. We're trying. All right, we're gonna have fun. This is gonna be the first of, I'm sure, a series of episodes, and this is our tester. All right.
Who's Cram? Sorry, Cranda? Cram? I don't know.
All right.
Who's Cram?
Creme and Grugor, yeah. All right, let me just make sure I got everything extraneous closed out. All right. So much nervy nerves. All right, we're just gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I really only made this today, okay? It
Hey,
is what it
Chris,
is. We're going
it's
for
all
it.
gonna
gonna be
have
good.
fun.
Yeah.
Forget it. Remember how much we like Lucy Goose.
Yeah.
Remember, you do great characters on a dime. When in doubt, 5-minute monologue.
Nice. Yeah, I can kill time. Just a little soliloquy. And that's perhaps a good segue. All right. I'm gonna ask that everybody, if you can, and it's not a distraction, I'm gonna plop this in the chat, and feel free to get
You're disgusting.
some background ambiance.
Yes.
I'm certainly gonna take it because I need it.
I love soundscapes.
Oh God. Wait, I gotta get the volume right.
Yeah, just get it nice and low in the background there.
I mean, Jeff and I knew what was going on.
I kept the monologue short, okay? I'm conscientious.
God damn. Oh no, how do I... Oh fuck, I fucked it up. Open in other window. Copy link. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is fun. The music really helps. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like when we did that bar scene with Stranglehold, that got me good. It helps a lot. I don't know. It's the rhythm, I think, you know what I mean? Because otherwise you feel you just gotta
Oh,
create
I'm not there yet. I'm
It's
not
okay.
there yet. There's ads playing.
I'm trying to remember if I still own a fedora. Get over the headphones again.
Oh, tuba solo.
I got it. I figured it out.
All right,
It was
over
a
there.
struggle, but I did it.
We got some tunes.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it short, all right, and we're gonna get you guys right into having some fun. All right. Ready?
Oh yeah.
It was hot. Hotter than hell. And more dried up than King Tutankhamun. Hold on, let me try it again. King Tutankhamun. This heat wave was enough to kill a man. Not that men needed much reason to die anymore. Not for king and country. Not to unify a nation. Nor to save the world from the rearing head of fascism. But just to die for no love of living. Yes, sir, it was damned hot. Hot enough to fry one sunny side up on the asphalt. But I was sure I'd be getting mine hard-boiled, with 2 strips of fried pig, and extra pulp for the juice. Slowly, but surely, the illusory colors of the picturesque post-war dream were fading for your average American, and in their place, crude brushstrokes in bleak colors by the frantic and twisted artists of the streets, the pushers and the poppy addicts, the pimps and the whores, the used car salesmen and the new car jackers. The corrupt system with all its corrupt servants. For a city of angels, man's got hard luck finding even one. But the wheel keeps on turning, and the so-called fine men of the Los Angeles Police Department keep it turning with it. In 1947, crime never stops, and neither do the LAPD. Well, maybe for the occasional breakfasts. At Murray's Diner and Deli, 2 new partners order some food and get to know each other before a call arrives for their first case. Check, please. All right, are you guys ready to make a couple of characters? We're
Yeah.
gonna just go loosey goosey and make you guys a couple of details.
I'm there. I am present. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's material. Okay.
You each have a character sheet. Let me know once you get it over. Where do you guys
Right.
Is Jeff using a kazoo as a pipe?
Yes,
Yes.
No,
they can hear you.
I know they are.
I forgot. They say hi.
Oh,
Well,
He says hello. Oh, you can hear him. Yeah. Okay.
all
I
right.
got it open.
So,
Oh my god.
very similar to your other character sheets. We're just gonna take it slow, Jeff. I know what you're looking at. All right, we're gonna go one at
Yeah,
a
you
time,
do.
and I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, you like it? All right. You notice it
love
says
it.
heritage and
What?
not accent. All right, here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. Let's start at the top. Top left. All right. The name of one of LA's finest. Next, we have department. You can either be a beat cop, part of the forensics team, or a detective. You have a
Oh
specialty:
my god.
sleuth, conversationalist, or strong arm. You also have
Oh
a
my
weakness:
god.
the liquor, beautiful blondes, or authority.
Oh my god. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
So I'll tell you, feel free to play around. We're gonna give it about probably less than 10 minutes. Your department and your specialty do have stats effects. The weakness is only for role playing. None of these has a particular special ability. They only have basically just a change in the stats. So for an example, the beat cop gets extra health. He also gets a nightstick on the side. And stuff like that. So just watch as the stats kind of flicker around, but just go with your gut. There's also a heritage category: Italian, Irish, Polish, Negro, or Latino. I'd be happy
Oh
to
my
see something
God.
else, but I figure I covered the major categories of those who might be working along. The Negro's a stretch, but I just want to see how that plays out.
Those are the 5 major American ethnicities.
You have, of course, 30 points to distribute across intelligence, wisdom, charisma, dexterity, strength, and constitution. Sorry, Jeff, I accidentally changed speaking up over there, but anyways, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Also, just below there, you'll see you have a service weapon. So you can pick from one of 4 pistols. And you'll see how they change stats as they go along. I'm going to describe them very briefly because there's some mechanical stuff here that you might want to. So the smallest pistol is the Smith & Wesson Model 30 in 32 Smith & Wesson cartridge. This pistol will use an attack roll equal to the highest of either your dexterity and strength plus 1. This is a good beginner pistol. This is one for people who maybe don't have the highest combat stats. It'll give you the best shot, but it has the lowest damage. It has 6 shots in the cylinder. Next, you have the Colt M1911. This is a semi-automatic pistol, right? So it's got a little magazine and the clip there. And so the abilities kind of change with that. That one is a dexterity roll and does medium damage. Then you go to the Colt Official Police, which is another 6-shooter. Same thing, attack rolls based on dexterity, does medium damage. And then you've got the Smith & Wesson Triple Lock. Some say the finest revolver ever made in 44 Special. This is your hand cannon. So it's got low ammunition count, and its attack roll is based on the lowest of your dexterity and strength minus 1. So you got to be a real honker, combat savvy guy to pull that one out. Or you can just be foolhardy and do whatever you want. You'll see there's also abilities listed below there. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Jared, can you get me a box of tissues?
Mhm.
Thanks.
And I'll show you how the ammo system works there at the end. Anyways, I've got it pretty much simplified, so it's not so bad. So feel free to take a look and choose one of those 4. That's all you're going to choose for now, aside from your department specialty and all that sort of stuff. Next to your right, you have your items, like you've seen in your Harry Potter thing. If you want to give yourself some simple items, I mean, you're going to have anything a cop would have.
Oh my
So don't
god.
worry too much about it. It's also a spot where you can keep your evidence if you get some evidence. I'm very quickly going to go through the action list and how actions in this game are a little different than your regular 5e in Harry Potter. I don't think it should be too complicated. It's a good chance to try this out, though. So instead of having an action, bonus action, reaction, free action, you get 2 actions. And that encompasses everything, including your movement. And you'll see, first column, action, describes the action. Lists the action. Description tells you what the action does. And then the third column is limitation. So if you can't do it more than once per turn, or you have to do it at a specific time in your turn, it'll list it there. Everything else you can do twice. So you can move twice, your full move. You can attack twice. You could reload twice. Let's say if you had another weapon, you want to reload both. Switching weapons is an action. Taking cover is an action, so it's actually an active thing. So let's say you get behind a tree. You say, one of my actions is to take cover, and then because it's a skinny tree, I might give you 1 extra AC, which you can put up in your bonus AC, up at your top stats there. Or if you're like behind a concrete wall, that's probably a +4, and you keep that cover up until either an enemy circles around where you're no longer in cover, or you move out of cover on your own.
Okay.
There's 3 more abilities there that are combat sensitive. I'll just go over them up until you might have to use them, but just a little thing. Overwatch. So this is your ready to attack action. This is kind of like an attack of opportunity, but instead of a sword, it's a gun. So it says ready and attack action. When an enemy moves in your sight, take an attack of opportunity using a gun. And that's just a regular attack roll. So this is basically, instead of attacking an enemy that's in cover, maybe you're going to wait for your partner to flush them out, and then you wait, and then when they come into cover, bang, you get a clear shot at them. Next one is suppression. It says spend 2 ammo and reduce a target's next attack roll by 4 this round. So this is basically, you're shooting at a guy maybe who's in cover, and he's trying to shoot at your partner. You're holding him down just by shooting at him and spending some ammo on him. Last one is covering fire. Same idea, spend 2 ammo and allow an ally to move 15 feet as a free action without triggering attacks of opportunity. So if you're trying to cover your partner, spend 2 ammo, they can move 15 feet for free and they won't get shot at by the enemy. Then there's just your use item. The only other mechanical thing is that semi-automatic pistol, which is the Colt M1911, is unreliable. Not historically true, it's one of the most reliable pistols of all time, but for the sake of this, you get more ammo and high damage, but if you roll a 1 or a 2, it's considered a critical fail and the gun jams, and then you have to use an action to unjam it.
And sorry, which one is that? The M1911?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening.
No, it's all good. I mean, this won't come up probably immediately, but I just wanted to kind of give a brief overview. And all right.
Yeah, weapons fire won't come up immediately with Pewter Thimble at the helm. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's funny. This is great. So yeah, go for it.
Great.
Have fun. I'm gonna poke my nose out here. If you have any questions, just let me know. And then we'll go from there. I considered making you guys detectives, but I thought that the character creator was just so much fun, and I didn't have time. And I was like, I figured I'd just let him do it. And just let me know when you've got your service pistol chosen, and you're for sure on it, and then I just got to do one little mechanical thing to it.
Oh my god. My god.
And if it helps anybody, this is, in my mind, just totally conceptually based on NOIR. Like, that's kind of how I modeled it in my head. So, for Amanda, I know that helps. Jeff, maybe not. But anyways, it's 1940s Los Angeles detective, good stuff. So.
I mean, I was playing it last week.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My god. Oh my god, what accent can I do? Oh no.
as per usual with accents that are foisted upon you, I just need punchlines and accents for sure. You just gotta hit me one good punchline accent moment for sure. Other than that, I won't be too picky. Well, I won't be picky at all. I mean, I'm not gonna ask for more when you've already given so much.
Oh my god. Jeff, are you going to be Italian?
I wasn't planning on it, but I honestly wasn't planning on it.
Really?
I thought that was a total nugget out there in the open, and Jeff was just going to go and like get caught in some kind of trap. No, please do something else.
Seems obvious.
Please do your thing.
Yeah, in hindsight, it's like, oh man, actually, I mean, I can't stop doing that voice. So you definitely see where that was. Yeah.
I'm now typing into Google blank accent example, and I'm just listening to the accents.
I don't even remember which one's
Zero accent example.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, you're going out there. Yeah, that was the one I put out there thinking no one was gonna pick it, but anyway. Lost you, goddamn.
I don't know what department I want to be in.
Oh my god.
I'll say as well, like, of course, like in LA Noir style, like, you guys are detectives. It's more like what department have you been based in previously? Like, did you just come from the beat? Are you a lab?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dump stats, here we come.
Just in case anyone's interested, AC is flat at 10. There's no stats that affect that. Beat, Cop, and Strong Arm are the only health bonuses, and your Constitution also will give you a health bonus or deficit. Initiative, the only bonus is Dexterity and Detective. Movement is all based on Dexterity, I think. Dexterity, yeah. I think that's it. Your stats don't affect the damage roll. It's based on the weapon. The attack roll, like I said, is easy pistol is highest between Dexterity and Strength. Middle two pistols, which is the Colt M19 and the Colt Police Special. Those are the Dexterity ones. And then the hand cannon is your worst out of Dexterity and Strength, -1.
Oh my god. What is...
The laziest. Ethnic suffixes.
Suffixes are the best. I noticed there was no Jew in your heritage, because I was just going to make him a sign.
Chris keeps bragging to me about how there's no Jew in his heritage. It just really makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my.
We're not going to be able to put this one up either.
No. Yeah, I knew this Jew broad once, you know?
Oh, this is so funny.
I'm in character.
You guys are fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
I can't. It's too much. It's too funny. What do I need dexterity for again?
Initiative, weapons, and movement.
Oh, damn.
And also like general sleuthing, so like sleight of hand, stealth, those sort of things. I didn't get a chance to do the comments thing because I can't just copy it over, so it actually takes like 10 minutes to do, so I didn't do that. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Obviously, charisma is, you know, that. And you guys know it. It's pretty seasoned.
Oh my god.
I'm just doing exotic dancing to the music for the moment.
Oh my god.
This is fucking hilarious to watch.
God, I have no idea how it's gonna turn out.
I've got a couple go-to topics that I'm pretty confident my character would enjoy. I just pick cultures that I know the food of. Can I get a other weapon? Stop taking it away.
Stop going to that menu. I didn't say you could use that.
Stop taking away my weapon.
You can't look at it. You're not supposed to look at it. Stop it. You don't get that yet. Listen, if you do that again, I'm gonna say that you're on probation and you don't get any guns. All right? You watch it. I will take it away.
You wouldn't. You
I
wouldn't.
would. I might just do it just to do it.
Okay. Now I can add my items.
I'm watching you like a hawk. Oh yes. Oh, so good. Oh yes, Jeff, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I waffled around. I was like, should I do another idea? I was like, no, I shouldn't.
So good. I love how much you love items. It makes me so happy.
Spends 50% of the time building items she'll never use.
Yeah. Oh man, so quality.
Can I give myself money?
Oh yeah, of course. Be reasonable. And again, this is the alpha version, so like, if this ever were to come up again and you'd have another case, there will be more options for you. I'd say I kept it pretty nice. Though the guns are pretty real life accurate. I had to make some concessions for balance, but they're all real pistols. Oh, also, fun fact: if you want to just let me see, you guys choose. I'll just throw some pictures in the chat.
with my name.
Oh, my name is the worst part.
The name is definitely lacking on the pewter thimble side, but I love it. These are the
Just went with
pistols.
my first gut.
These are the pistols top to bottom, by the way, if anyone wants to see what they're shooting. Because they are classic beauties. And there was
Nice. Thanks for this material.
Yeah, so the top is the Model 30 Smith & Wesson, then we got the Colt M1911, then we've got the Police Special, or the Official Police, and then the 44 Triple Lock. I won't lie, about 50% of this development time was just doing the guns, and that was with a lot of restraint. I got very excited. I love this so much. Are you guys both settled on your service weapon choice?
Yes.
I
am.
think I am, yeah.
No pressure. There's a little stat thing I can do. Amanda, if you're good, I'm going to get yours out of the way.
I'm good.
Okay.
My character has a cold.
Alright, Peter Thimble, when you have a second, I want you to look at your pistol and look at the ammo column.
Uh-huh.
So if you click on that little arrow, it's a little drop-down menu. You start at 66.
Oh.
And it goes all the way to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one attack, whether you hit or miss, just brings you down to 1, and then you just go from there. And then, like, it says revolver at round end, which I'll announce as the round end. You can just bump that up by 1. Other than that, a reload actually will bring you from anywhere up to 100% again.
Okay. And sorry, when do we get that bump 1? After each turn, or after...
At round end. So everybody takes a turn in the round, in like our initiative order,
Yeah.
and then once the round is over and everyone's taking a turn, I'll say round ends, and I'll try and remind you guys about reloading and stuff. But also, if you forget in the heat of the battle, that just is kind of better role-playing, to be honest.
Son of a bitch. You know I have trouble remembering.
I don't even know if they had the concept of a tactical reload at this time, so I'm giving you a freebie here. The name. Okay, Jeff's is good. Sorry, Jeff's, I should say. Amanda's is.
Should I change it?
No, I'm not saying anything. If you feel like that outfit's doing a lot for you, you wear it. But you know, there will be jokes, you know. Actually, I'll tell
I
you.
gotta look up and...
I'll tell you, funnily enough, and I may use this at a later time. I just wanted to take a dramatic left turn and do something different. But I had a mission that you guys could do before the battle, and I'm not going to tell you how that would have worked in the wizard thing. I think. So I had a way that would have worked. But funnily enough, in that monologue, because of course there's always got to be at least one, that name came up as a joke.
Fuck off.
And yeah, and even funnier because
In its rawest form, right?
Yes,
Not with the...
No, not with
Not with the addition.
Whatever spackle you put on that. No, if it had been in that form, I would have thrown up on my keyboard, because what are the fucking chances that we would both make the same dumbass fucking...
Yes. We did come from the same cloth, though, right? You know that kind of a thing, right?
That's true. Oh, so good. How we doing? Are we
All right,
close?
I'm changing
How are
it.
we feeling?
I'm just looking on some of my other items.
Change my name, you cocksucker. Jeff will get to know the original name, though, okay? We're not keeping that from him.
Sorry, Jeff, just a minor change there. Yeah, you didn't even notice it. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
And
Pages. I don't want to leave the page. I'll stay on the page.
stay on that page, boy. Also, regards to the combat mechanics, a lot of the stuff comes from like tactics games and stuff. If you just want to ignore it and just do your usual thing, like don't feel pressure to use any mechanics you don't use. I just have like a lot of irons in the fire of like firearms-based RPGs, so I had to throw some in there because I might get more than that in the future. Oh my god, so good. This is why I didn't want to pre-make characters, because I was like, you guys are so juicy at it. It gets me so fucking invested. I like this better. I like this better. It might help with the immersion, Amanda. The other one was a little...
It was a little Jew, wasn't it?
It's a little, you know, I purposely left them out.
Purposely discluded them.
Yeah. Also, oh yeah. Also, you don't have to list ammo. We're gonna assume that you just have ammo. It's like,
Okay.
we're not gonna worry about. We're not like in a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. We'll assume that you guys are comparable, good cops. Waxed brown paper? Wow. Somebody stop me. I love how fully you embraced the dump stat concept immediately as it was presented. You're like, yes, this is who I am. It's who I've been my whole life. No one just had a name for it.
Yeah, I feel understood now.
Oh, why? By the way, you don't have to have every item slot filled. I'll give you some more. You keep
Excuse me.
going. I'll give you a few more just in case. I love it. It's like there's a piece of evidence. Like there's the murder weapon. It's like you're gonna have to get it for me. I'll give you some extra space too, Jeff, just because fair is fair.
Oh, sure. I don't think I'm going to add any more items here at the moment, assuming we already have sort of generic police gear.
You do have generic police gear. Acme handcuffs and the like.
Not sick. I have a big anvil.
I have a big anvil. You're ridiculous.
God, I'm gonna fucking sweat it out of my clothes before we even get started. It was hot. Hotter than hell. Too real? Too real.
Very real. We've got a fan going.
That should cover basically my items.
I'm gonna put a hold on it. I was just doing more as Jeff was doing things. I was just like, I can just keep on going. Just keep on going.
Alright, Jeff, if you want to take a look at as well at your ammo column and just see how that works. Oh, hold on.
Okay, yes.
No, wait, I fucked it up. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I fucked up. Okay, give that a shot. It's a little drop-down menu, and you basically just...
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. I have... Question, I guess it can kind of be inferred. But the nightstick.
Yes.
I assume, do I add my strength to the damage roll for that? Or, because it just says 1d4.
It's
Is
just
there a bonus to
1d4.
that, or...
No.
Okay, alright.
No, just the 1d4.
D4, alright. That's
Wait
the
a
lesser
second. Are
one.
you a beat cop too? Oh no!
Oh, hell yeah!
This is gonna be great.
Oh,
God,
man.
what if you're the same heritage? Oh my god.
What if we're cousins?
That's-
What if we're cousins anyway? I mean, most of these options are probably Catholics. So like,
Yes.
it's just...
That's true. Look at all these Catholics.
Actually, I will say, and I'm sorry if this influences the decision, I think as strong arm you should get +1, so I'm going to give you +1 on that one, Jeff.
Okay.
That should be a bonus that you get. Oh shit, I gave it to Amanda.
Oh
by
my
mistake.
god. Is it because we have the same name? The same heritage?
Actually, you're going to get +2. Yeah, okay. You're
Oh, damn.
a bit of a beefcake, so...
True, I am. I always wonder if I'm not dumping my stats enough, honestly. I wonder if I'm making the character too well-rounded. And if I should just be like hyper specialized.
It's all about
I think you're hilarious.
It's all about what you want,
This-
baby.
I think this is pretty accurately sort of reflects who this guy is.
That's what I go with. I usually don't go
good.
extreme, right? Like you know,
Yeah.
not that I'm telling you anything that you couldn't already infer, but like Yaga's an example of like an NPC that's obviously leaned one way, right? Like he's
Yeah.
often so fucking yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think this is guy's reasonably well-rounded. I mean, definitely specialized, but not like totally inept otherwise.
I mean, I'll be honest. The way you're saying it makes me want to dump my stats more. I gotta be yin to your yang, you know? Like...
What if we just both dump intelligence and we turn this game into an Abbott and Costello movie?
Yeah. No, I think if you guys dump the intelligence enough, I'll just make you guys the crooks, and somebody else will have to trust me.
We'll just play as Krem and Grugor again, but we'll be
Yeah.
in like 1940 Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
We'll just be Rocky and Muggsy from Looney Tunes. Alright, I'm done my guy, I think. As far as I
I'm
can
not. I'm so
Done.
close.
tell. No rush, as far as I'm aware.
No, it's all good.
All right. I did it. I did it. I did it. And let me tell you, that guy has a story.
I just dropped this soliloquy in the fucking chat because it's good. All right, you guys.
Can I get one more prop? Can I get one prop before we start?
Yes, of course, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Take a drink every time someone pulls from a cigarette or lights one. And then take a smoke every time someone drinks.
I can't promise I won't get up to get more props, actually.
I'll say all about the props.
It's really good.
Prop-friendly game. I'm gonna drop the music a little more in the background. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys in your character sheets alone. Remember, you don't get another weapon unless I say so. Don't touch it, Pewter Thimble. I will revoke your license.
Stop.
Alright.
Leave me alone.
I should have known better than to just put that out in front and just expect you not to.
Select it 6 times and try to acquire it into my inventory.
Yeah. Swordfish? Like, I'm downloading. I'm uploading. Alright, some somewhat poppier jazz is playing on the radio. On a moderately busy street in Midtown, the two new partners, who know each other maybe by reputation, but not having worked together up until you've been assigned together. You're at Murray's Diner and Deli, a pretty hole-in-the-wall, no nonsense, the kind of place a man can get a meal and be left alone. And as you're looking at the menus, not having spoken to each other yet, aside from perhaps some pleasantries, Murray himself comes up and what can I get you?
Tell me more about the sandwich. Is it the capicola today?
No, we're out of the capicola. No, it's BLT. We got a fresh cheese from my buddy. I won't tell you his name; it'll give the whole thing away. But anyways, yeah, it's got BLT with a C.
With the C. Is the provolone or about the?
Hold on 1 second. Mark, where's that cheese we got? Yeah, provolone. BLT with a P.
I'll take the BLT with the P. Provolone was my Nona's favorite.
Yeah, okay, that's great. All right, what about yourself, sir? What can I get for you?
So, what's the soup of the day?
Jesus. What is this, Grand Inquest? Marge, what's the soup? Soup of the day? Jambalaya.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, coffee, anything?
Coffee, please.
Coffee?
Yeah.
A couple of coffees. Cream, sugar?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay, alright.
I like mine like a dessert.
Yeah, that's great, pal. Alright, Marge, we got a jambalaya, and he's walking off now. Jambalaya, BL2 with the P, it's a C, whatever it is, provolone. Coffee, one like a dessert, just put the cream and sugar on the table. After I figure it out for themselves. Another customer comes in and sits up to the bar. What can I get for you? Jambalaya. That's great, no questions. Alright, Marge, another jambalaya. And he goes in the back and starts fixing some stuff up. Marge comes over and pours you guys some coffee. Afternoon.
Thanks.
Let me know if you need anything. And she just kind of tuttles off. You're left alone now, waiting for your food.
After here, no capicola. You got to go to Little Italy to find the capicola. Best capicola in town.
Yeah, it's a real dive. But it's cheap anyway, and it's warm.
The coffee doesn't smell too bad. These Americans, they don't know how to do coffee anyways.
Nah. Well, it's about as good as I've ever smelled over here, so what do I know?
You don't drink the coffee. It's not a cultural thing.
No, I suppose not. We really got used to it. More tea growing up.
Yeah, tea. That's what we give it to the babies back home. The babies.
Oh, fair enough.
You want to be a man? My Nona says you want to be a man. You put a little hair on your chest. You drink the coffee.
Sip of coffee. Still wakes you up though. Can't argue with.
I down the coffee.
Marge comes by again. Refill for you?
Yes, Marge. Thank you very much. Marge, are you unionized here?
Murray.
I just want to make sure that Murray's treating you alright.
She's tunneled off and she's gone in the back and she looked over her shoulder. She's going back.
You know, you just gotta watch out for the little folks, you know?
Marge.
Yep, that's why we all became cops.
Absolutely.
Game.
Police reform enacted across the world.
Yeah. Meeting of the minds / cultures.
So, what brings you in today, other than the coffee?
Well, I mean, same thing that brought you here, I suppose. We've been assigned as partners now, and Chief ordered us to get acquainted. And this diner is about halfway between our houses.
You know, it's so nice that we could settle on someplace middle ground. But maybe next time we go closer to my neighborhood. They have finer cured meats, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you come over to my house. My Nona make us spaghetti and meatballs.
I like that. I love spaghetti.
Really?
You
sure you're not Italian?
No, afraid not. If the accent didn't give it away, we're us Moonies are 100% Irish.
Mooney, absolutely.
That's me, as you know, Detective Edward Mooney.
Yes, I've heard all about you, Edward Mooney.
All right.
I have to say,
Jambalaya, BLT with the
Thanks.
pig. All right. He just goes off again. Continue.
okay. Take the sandwich in one hand. The bread is not bad.
This is pretty good too. I have no fucking idea what jambalaya is.
Me either. Let's imagine.
I was just in the mood for soup, and that's all they have.
I have to compliment you. What's the slur for Irishman? Thank you. Mick, with your diverse tastes. I mean, jambalaya is French Southern Creole, I believe. Heavy on the shrimp, you know?
Marie.
Yeah, it's kind of
But
weird.
it's got the tomatoes.
It's pretty good.
I'll say that this jambalaya really doesn't resemble jambalaya much. There's not shrimp in it for sure. Murray wouldn't be having that. It's a pretty koshered up,
Just
sleepy version
some
of
kind of
jambalaya.
chowder.
Yeah, it's just a chowder with no fucking seafood.
I don't think you got any seafood in there.
No. Oh, there's something floating over there that looks like it could be fish.
All right.
Good enough.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
They called me Nico because of my grandfather, Niccolo Genovesi. Of course, I'm Nico Genovesi, but Niccolo really loved the provolone, so I'm reminded of him now. I'm very satisfied. Very satisfied.
Well,
If you didn't catch that, my name is Nico Genovesi.
Nico Genovese.
You can call me Nick.
Alright, that'll make things easier. Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember seeing that on the forums from the higher ups.
You can read?
All right.
Who drove? I will say you guys are taking one car because you're a unit. So who drove?
Hell yeah.
What kind of skill is driving? Okay. Jeff drove. Edward Mooney drove.
Well, congratulations, Mooney. Parked outside is your. Oh, hold on a second. I lost my mind. Wait for it. Oh, yes. You devil, you. You devil. Your 1994 Cadillac 4-door.
94.
Ooh.
44.
40.
Did I say 94? Sorry. 1894. Early Prussian super
I'll steal it. Oh man. That's
and
beautiful.
as the car glistens in the sun and the windows to Murray's Deli and Diner are open full, you hear, calling car 212. Car 212, please come in. Car 212. You can hear the radio coming from the car.
Duty calls. Oh, is there another money for the jambalaya? I guess I'll run out to the car.
Throw $1 down on the table.
Yeah.
Murray doesn't even seem to notice. Right. You guys run into the car. Who's operating the dispatch?
It's a car 212. A car of 212. You got us in the middle of a luncheon, but here we are. This is Nico Genovese.
Roger 212. We've got a code 1065, missing person, in Haverset, 670 Elston Street. Please respond. Over.
Me and Mr. Mooney, Detective Mooney, are on the way.
Roger, over.
Oh, over.
That's like a really good radio effect for your voice, honestly.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really
Oh, it was
good.
excellent.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Awesome. It's like really good.
I can't wait for you to rewatch it.
Roger, over now. So you guys have been called to 670 Elston Street. Who's driving? It's Mooney's car.
Yeah,
And I'm still eating my sandwich, so.
Give me some driving. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh,
like a
big hill,
scrolling
big hill
road
stalled out. All right. You get it up the hill. You guys go northeast towards Elston Street.
Mm.
You
Oh.
can have some car conversation like they do in NOIR if you want, but there's not really a lot of backstory to talk about. There's something up and
You know, I told you about my provolone loving great grandfather, but I never told you about my grandmother. She also loved the provolone. That's it.
you're seeing now.
You know, sometimes I weep for her.
As you drive along, you see lots of summer dresses, wise-looking polos, men in full professional-looking suits just sweating through this heat. Beautiful cars of multiple colors, little white two-door sedans, two-door coupes with red tops and long stretch open-topped golden kind of cruiser, just long. Elegant luxury cars. People are, doing their best to enjoy the heat. Looks like the rich are having a better time. Classic. Hot dog stands, kids at playgrounds, and you're now at 670 Elston Street. It's a low bungalow, a pale orange kind of Pueblo-esque thing going on with blue kind of clay-looking shingles, a upside-down U-shaped sort of entrance to a modest-looking brick porch, and a bright blue door, also rounded. This is like an upper-middle-class house, surrounded by some lesser houses. There's like a little sort of cobblestone-y pathway up to the front door. It says 670, and if you look at the sign, it's the intersection of Herschel and Elston.
Mooney. Can I call you Mooney?
Yeah, sure.
I am the fast talker. I am the guy to go and do guy things. I'm gonna just see if there are any neighbors about, see if we can get a little information from them before we go inside. I want to look and see if there are any neighbors about. See if we can get some information.
Look at the neighbors. There's a man with one of those manual mowers, like the kind of cylinder with the blades. I can't remember what they're called, but it's a push mower manual. He's got his buttoned shirt. He's kind of got the sleeves rolled up. He's sweating up. He's got like a brown fedora, kind of pleated slacks, and brown shoes. Doesn't look like he does a lot of yard work, and he's directly across from 670 Elston Street. He's at 669. I think that's how that works.
Approach him, and I try and take the mower from him. Say, "Hey, Detective Genovese here. Let me give you a little land." And I start
certainly
charming him. But it's a nice property you have here.
I got to do the whole lawn. That one spot is already. Oh, yeah, that's. What am I going to do for a detective before you make a mess of my property?
No good with the glass, but they're great with the conversation.
That remains to be seen. Boy, it's a scorch.
We've just visiting the neighborhood. You have some problems across the street?
Geez Louise, not that I heard of. Problems with the Reitmans?
Yeah, why don't you tell me about the Reitmans, I heard they're a nice, happily married couple.
That tracks. Can't say as I socialize too much with them. There's Phoebe there. She spends most of the time at the house. I think her husband is Edgar Reitman. He's traveling salesman maybe, or some kind of traveling merchant. I don't recall. He's gone most of the time. Obviously they do quite well, and he points at like emerald green 4-door convertible white top, probably a 1946 model, maybe Cadillac or something in their driveway. He says, wherever he's going, he's coming back with a bag of gold, as far as I'm concerned. not one for jealousy, but certainly it looks like they're living the American dream. I can say that. There's the daughter. What's her name? Don't have her name. Sorry, I don't know her name off the top of my head. But yeah, the three of them seem like a happy family.
It's a hard life. Edgar being away all the time on the road. Phoebe have any visitors to comfort her while Edgar's away?
Give me a charisma check.
Yeah, cause I am
know,
charisma
I know
out the
it's
fucking
efficient,
ass.
you can get it. Come on, natural 1.
That's a nat 1 with a +8 to make it a 9.
God. 8 charisma. God.
Is that even possible? My God. Oh yeah, what the
How many
fuck?
stats did you do?
Yeah, can your character even walk? Like, what did you dump from? Professor Xavier with a big fucking waxed mustache comes up. It's me. I'm from the future, Pevelo. He says, "Well, geez, even on police business, that's a heck of an accusation, and I wouldn't pretend to know enough about them to say a thing about it. And frankly, even if I did, that seems like a private matter. I wouldn't want someone coming up and asking my wife if she's happy."
You misunderstand me. I just meant
No, I
some
don't
of
think
the
that I do. I don't think that I do. I think you said it plain as day. And I'm going to ask you, unless you got any other real questions, to get off of my lawn and give me that mower back.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you.
No saving that interview.
Oh my God.
I went in the shitter real fast.
I guess while that was going on, I would have just gone to that.
Yeah.
Not being a creative sort, I just got to plow straight ahead into the investigation.
Oh, good.
So I guess I'll just go up and knock on the door, I suppose.
All right, give me a little knocky knock there. Yes, hello. Who is it?
It's Detective Mooney, LAPD.
Oh, thank God. You see now before you the woman of the house. Looks like Mrs. Reitman, must be. Glossy brown hair, put up quickly in a bun. She's wearing a full sleeve, not weather appropriate, but a full sleeve kind of cotton padded kind of pink buttony frock that comes right up to the top with these pearlescent buttons, and a trim and nice brown skirt that goes down to her just above her knee, and cream color pumps, just little low ones, and cream color accent accessories, little bracelets and beads, and maybe a couple of little, not hoop earrings, but just little ball, and these deep, full brown eyes. Brown hair though, brunette.
Noted.
Oh my God, Detective! Please come in, please. And she shows you
Thank
into
you.
a fairly cutting-edge, modern-looking living room. Low coffee table, kind of a orange-pink sofa, little fireplace on the far end of the room with brick all around it. Interesting kind of European accent pieces, few oil paintings, a little bit of like Greek art, like a nude statue, probably a pretty nice looking one, maybe a 1.5 by like 6-inch bust of a man kind of extending his arm outward like this and flexing his beautiful Greek body. A few magazines on the coffee table. Off to the far right and the near right it looks like a double entrance to a walk-through kitchen, and then your back right seems to go back to bedrooms. It's not a massive house. It's a tiny bungalow, but it's very modern and very good looking, and what space it does have is used quite tastefully. She says, please come in and sit down. Is there something I can get you, Detective, before we get started?
Oh, no, I'm all right, thank you. If there's anything you need to fetch before we...
No, I'm
Again.
fine. No, I'd rather just get down to it.
Right.
Oh, excuse me, this heat. And she kind of takes a little hanky and just, oh my God, excuse me, sorry. Sorry, detective. God, this damned heat.
But all right.
All that leaded gasoline. She, with a shaking finger, take a drink. She takes out a cigarette and is having trouble lighting it. Damn. Oh, sorry, I've gotten hysterical. Would you mind?
Sure. Put a matchbook. Right.
Thank you,
I look around for a garbage can to put the match in.
There's an ashtray, said Jeff.
Okay.
Straight edge, looking
Right.
for a trash can to set on fire with that lit match.
Oh boy, you have no idea.
my rare African gasoline feathers. I've just thrown them away. They've gone sour.
Oh, my oil-soaked rags, detective.
Oh, you weren't supposed to find those until after the investigation check.
Oh my goodness.
She crosses her legs at the knee and pulls her cigarette. Anywho, I'm Phoebe Reitman. My husband Edward is away. Our daughter. Oh, I should probably know her name. Sorry. Our daughter.
Pen at the ready.
Yeah. Our daughter Bridget, Brdgette. Our dear ETTE, we call her. Our dear Bridget. Anyways, my husband's away most times on business. He's an importer-exporter, you know. He's in the south of France now, at least so he says. Anyways, so I'm left here to run everything for myself. And anywho, you know, it gets a little bit stressful, I won't lie. So I sometimes take these overnight sessions at this place, the Le Royale, worldly though it is. It's like an overnight spa, so you get a facial and they massage you in mud baths and steam rooms and all sorts of things. And evidently, I'm not the only one that's stressed to the gills. And so they offer these overnight packages where you can stay in a nice hotel room, and it's my me time. And Bridget's, you know, I leave her a few groceries in the fridge, and usually she has her way for at least a night or perhaps the whole weekend. Anyways, last night, Friday, of course, I went out at 4, and Bridget was getting ready to go to her social at school. End of the year sort of thing for the non-graduates. She's only 16, and anyways, I left her. I said goodbye, Bridget, give her a kiss and made sure she had everything she needed, and told her to come back by 11. Anywho, and she knows, and she's a good girl, but she knows very strictly that, you know, no later than 11. And so I expect her in her bed in the morning. 16, mind you. And I have to say, she's a good girl. She's never usually home by 9:30 at the latest, and that's very rare. She's very good academic, stays behind to study and whatnot. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'll get to the point. I came home this morning, and, well, the good was taken right out of me, from the shiatsu to the hot rocks, and, well, I needed a vacation for my vacation, I'll tell you that. And anyways, I slept in a couple of hours, got in early, probably 6 in the morning, and woke up a little drowsy and took a bath. Now this is 8:30, and of course it's about 10 a.m. now, by the way. 8:30, and I go to wake up Bridget, as I think she slept late, and I don't want her to become a lazy lout during the summer. And I opened her door, and she's not there. And that's really not like my young Bridget. You know, I went immediately and asked the neighbors if they had seen her. No one had seen her. I called the school, but I got no answer, because obviously it's a Saturday, and I feel my husband's not at home, and I don't feel good about Bridget being gone. She's never been gone like this. She's never been gone before. Always at the house before 11, and now it's some 8:45 in the morning, and she's not here. And Detective, I don't know what to do. Oh, I feel queasy.
It's a very distressing situation, Mrs. Reitman. I certainly
Yes,
understand.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Let's see. Is there anywhere else that Bridget could have gone off to? Any local hangouts, friends' houses, soda fountains?
I mean, maybe you might try this Lenny's Soda Shop. That's a few streets over. That's, let me see now. That's Malcolm Avenue, I think, probably 4 streets down. But even then, usually she would ask me for some money, some allowance to go. And she didn't, and frankly, she hasn't spent much time since she was probably, 12 or 13. It's a bit for the kids, you know. She's a grown woman now. It's almost at 16. Like I said, I called the school, and I have to admit I don't know her friends like I might have. There was, a sleepover was the last time I saw them all, and that was, oh my God, some years ago now. That's the only other place. Like I said, I called the school. Got some janitor, I think, on the other end. He had nothing to share. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave the house in case she were to come back, but Detective, this is very unlike her.
Stand.
Where's the Italian during all this, by the way? We're like 10 minutes in. Where's this guy?
Waiting for you to ask.
Oh, jump right in.
I'm sniffing around the outside of the property. I'm looking in garbage cans. I'm looking for footy prints. I'm seeing if someone jumped the hedges, you know?
Okay, give me investigation, which is a intelligence check.
Okay.
Alternatively, I guess I would also allow a perception check, which is wisdom. I feel this is a little open-ended.
Whew, it's a 2.
You find footprints near the back garbage on this little back stoop. It's kind of covered over by some kind of burlap shawl something. And there are footprints on the ground, and you look next to the window, and you look at the footprints, and you open the garbage, and there's a raccoon full to the fucking brim, just sat there, and he kind of goes, and he kind of climbs over the side, and just like rolls over, and then lazily kind of scampers away, and like for a millisecond, you're like, I've cracked the case! And you don't even know what the case is, because you haven't gone inside yet. And then it's very clear that you found a couple of very rotten banana peels. And there's really nothing of note. No jumped hedges, nothing clear, no 4 signs of entry. Not that you'd see any of that with your 2, but looks pretty clear perimeter.
Well, guess I'll go in the side. I knock on the back door.
Sick.
You hear, I love it. You're mid-conversation with Mrs. Reitman. She's, oh my God, that must be her. Oh, detective, oh my God. And she like hurries off and drops her cigarette on the floor, still lit. And she goes to the back and she
sniff at the cigarette.
throws open the door and says, oh my God.
Oh, there, Mrs. Reitman.
Oh,
Here I am. Try and comfort her.
Oh, it's terrible.
Detective Genovese on the case.
Oh,
Detective Genovese here.
Genovese. Oh,
That's what my mother told me.
oh, my poor girl. Oh, come in, why don't you? You must know the other detective.
Thank you, Mrs. Reitman. You keep such a beautiful home. What charming decor.
Thank you.
I try and take her hand and kiss it.
Oh, anyways,
Thank you for having me here.
well, all right then. And she goes back into the living room and sits on the sofa next to Mooney instead of across from him this time. Oh my god, I threw that damn cigarette on the floor. Thank you for putting that out. She goes and just takes like a little like piece of cardstock, maybe like a little birthday card or something, and just kind of scoops it up and puts it in the ashtray. Anyways, detective, do you think you can help? She kind of eyes Genovese now.
Well, we'll certainly do our best, Mrs. Reitman.
Thank you.
The only other questions, and I mean, it's not it's an unlikely circumstance, but an unpleasant one. But unfortunately, one we have to consider is that Bridget's disappearance is not accidental, and in most cases, it doesn't come to that. In most cases, they're
I read the papers. You don't have to sugarcoat it for me.
Well, understand. Would you or your husband or your family have any enemies potentially that might want to cause injury to Bridget?
Bridget, the daughter. Yes, you're on the track now, Mooney. You're on the track. I just put the puzzle pieces together.
Enemies? I guess perhaps the one less equipped for charisma checks could give a charisma check to see about any enemies.
Alrighty.
By God, I've spoiled the whole rotten bunch. I've told them about each other's stats. I've gone quite hysterical.
6.
Enemies?
Oh my god!
Who would be an enemy of ours? I mean, my husband is a very well-to-do man, a very suave, educated, cunning and crafty.
I lean in. I kneel. I grab her hand. I say,
What is this about?
Mrs. Reitman, I know that these questions, perhaps the Mooney was not so subtle as the someone with the language, the tongue that I have. Listen, you have all the things of beauty. You have the husband, you have the house, you have the car, you have the daughter. Sometimes people want bad things to happen to good people.
They do, don't they? They do. Why don't you give me a charisma check, you dark, olive skin, sweating.
25?
Yes.
That's quite the roll. Oh, I must have misjudged you. You startled me at the back door. What was your name, detective?
Nick Genovese.
Oh, Genovese. Oh, thank you, Mr. Genovese. You're right. People, crabs in a bucket, as they say. I don't know what that phrase means, but I know it applies here for sure. Yeah, they just don't. I see that man. What's his name? Maxwell across the street, like a peasant mowing his fields. I see his eyes. They glint with jealousy, but an enemy he isn't. He's a quite unformidable man. Met a few Maxwells in my studies abroad, I don't mind saying, and I'm glad I passed them up. But enemies. Enemies. Well, I have to say, my husband picked this neighborhood, Hopperston, and it is nice and it is affluent. But it's also on the line. You see, he's such a keen mind for business. He wanted the best deal, the best bang for the buck. And so there are some, perhaps, maybe unseemly types on the other side of East Street, which kind of divides the neighborhood. Enemies, no. Now, I must tell you this in confidence, mind you, but only because you seem so able to help. Listen, and I'm not proud of it. I was abroad and I was a good chaste girl. Not once, not a kiss, unless a proposal of marriage was on the line, and of course I've weeded all of them out, the Maxwells of the world, good for nothings. But I do fear something's changed about my Bridget. And I swear that Well, there's a smell, and I think I smelled a certain smell that might suggest a certain something that young ladies certainly shouldn't at 16, but may in fact be doing. Enemies, who's to say? I think all boys are. And that's all I'll say about it. That was a very good roll. Really didn't want to tell you.
But the smell of boy.
Isn't that such a 1940s way of trying to get around the topic? Like,
Oh my god. I still don't even know what happened to Bridget, so I can't ask any questions.
just play it off, Genovese. You've got her in the palm of your hand, quite literally. I'm ashamed to say it, but if any piece of information could help save my Bridget.
Bridget, 16, you said. Impressionable age for a young woman. Young girl, young woman. Who knows? A difficult time. She getting into cars with anyone? Walking to school? Someone holding her books?
No, not at all. I raised her better than that, and I detest the suggestion. She takes her hand back.
Forgive me,
street
I only...
girl. She's my Bridget. She's very bright. But these kids these days are different. They're just different. Oh, perhaps
I only mean to
give her
say...
more time. The purpose I could have been a better mother. All this me time, and I never thought of Bridget.
There, Mrs. Friedman. there, Mrs. Friedman.
Call me Phoebe.
Phoebe, there's just a lot of temptations out there for kids today.
There are.
There's nothing on you.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
It's a different world out there. When I grew up in Italy...
That is a large area. Too bad you couldn't be more specific.
Sicily.
Direction. Yes, southern Italy. I did some of my studies there.
Oh.
Quite a few. What was that noise in the back? There's a man in the house. He sounds quite sickly and ill.
Are you talking about my husband?
Your husband? How progressive.
I was ready to drop her and go into the backyard again. I fucking thought it was in game.
I'm just gonna shoot Maxwell.
You sick
There
son
was a
of
firefight.
Anyways, Reitman she's just collapsed into tears, and then she drops to her knees and grabs Genovese, who's still on his knees.
No, I sat next to her.
Oh, well, she throws herself on him and says, "Oh, please, Nick, just bring her home."
I scoop her up in my arms. I say, there, miss. I'm going to bring you to bed so that you can lay down and get a cold cloth on your forehead.
No, that's quite all right. That's quite all
Maybe
right.
take a pill and we'll take the rest.
Yes, Bill Cosby, what the fuck? Come on.
Not like that. She needs to rest and I need her out of the way so I can investigate the house.
Oh, you're welcome to search. You should have just asked. That's all right, detectives. If there's anything you need, I'll be in my room, and I'll wait and support you until you've gone on your investigation, and then I'll get some rest. That's a good idea, Mr. Genovese.
Don't forget that cold cloth. My nonna would always give me a cold cloth when I was feeling a little overwhelmed.
Family. That's what the kids these days don't have. Family. You know, the Italian peoples, they've been maligned, but they're very cultured.
We also like the provolone.
Is that a type of wood glue? I think my husband has some of that in his hobby room.
It was a joke. A cultured cheese, you know.
Oh, a cheese, yes. Oh, provolone. Oh, yes. Yes, I get it for Bridget sometimes. Yeah, it's good. A
Yeah.
little strong for my taste.
I'm so proud of myself. I just googled whether provolone was an Italian cheese. It is.
It is.
Excellent. So is mascarpone, ricotta, mozzarella, gorgonzola, parmigiano reggiano.
If you're
Can't
gonna
wait for
list
those
them
to
all,
come
we
up.
might be here a while.
I like that Genovese means someone from Genoa, but you're from Sicily.
Stop, Chad. Stop. My people were displaced. We just had a fucking war.
That's true.
Nico.
That's so true.
Nico from Nicota, or Nomad. Nomadic Genovesians, Sicily.
It was nomads of Italy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, for the record, my first Italian name was Art Garfunkelotti.
I had to passively aggressively disallow that one. It was just too much.
Oh god.
My first draft name was Ernest Hughes. So
Ernest. I love it.
it sounded it wasn't Irish enough. It's
Yeah,
too
I
English,
agree.
I don't know.
Please go ahead and search the premises. Anything to find, my dear Bridget. Oh, I feel somewhat faint. I'm going to go sit on the bed while I wait. Oh.
As she exits, I turn to Mooney and I say, "So, catching me up. The daughter is missing."
Yeah, seems the husband's away a lot. He's an import-exporter. Phoebe spends a lot of time at Le Royale. It's an overnight spa with hotel stays and stuff, and she leaves Bridget alone at the house. So she left there on Friday.
Yeah,
right?
it's Saturday morning now, and she left on the Friday.
Right. And she left last night. Bridget was getting ready to go to a school social. She was supposed to be home by 11. Phoebe got home about 6 in the morning, slept in, took a bath, went to wake up Bridget, thought she was sleeping in, and Bridget was gone.
Do we know how she got to the school social? Transportation, friends, chaperones, that kind of thing.
Didn't think to ask, I'm afraid.
That's all
She
right.
tried calling the school, but of course they're closed now. She spoke to a janitor who couldn't tell her anything.
Of course. Saturday. God damn it! I hate the weekends. Just like I hate authority.
Just now, the phone rings. It's so there's the living room that you're sitting in now, and if you're on the couch that Mooney's sitting on, which has the front door to his back, you're looking straight across at the dual entrances to the kitchen. In between those, on a small settee or something, is a telephone.
Can we get to it first?
Oh yeah, she's in the room.
I rush it.
Hello.
I rush over. I say, Edgar Reitman here.
Oh.
Like, I hope it's not that girl on the other line.
And I'm like, Edward!
Oh,
Edward Reitman here.
Hello, Mr. Reedman. I'm just returning your call. This is Herman Notley. I'm the janitor at the school. I think your wife Phoebe gave us a call. There's a couple of teachers here working on some weekend working, and someone helping me clean up from the dance last night. You see, I'm not sure why it was you were calling, but if you were looking for some of the teachers, they're at the school now. If you wanted to stop by.
Thanks, Mr. Notley. I, Edward Reitman, really appreciate the return call. Say, Herman, big dance last night? How's the cleanup?
Oh, it's not bad. It ain't bad. I mean, you know, it no worse than plunging the toilet. You don't mind me being crude. You know, pretty good. They're good kids. Pretty rich school, you know. beautiful faces and all. You know, they good, clean fun. Seems to me. Sure enough, should be done in about an hour.
Any signs of forced entry, violence, anything out of the ordinary
No, sir,
you've seen?
sir. Nothing out of the ordinary. I checked all the exits myself. Want to make sure those.
And were you... So, Mr. Notley, you don't sound the type to be invited to a school social.
Oh my god.
Were you at the dance last night in the vicinity?
I was there with the keys to lock and unlock the doors in a what you might call a professional capacity. No, I was not invited to a children's dance. Next question.
Well, Mr. Notley, I just want to thank you then for securing that location. You know, my daughter Bridget really loves going to school and feeling so safe. So thanks for locking up and locking in.
Yes, sir. I do my job whether you call me or not, or whether you give me any praise. It's my job, and I'm damned if anybody keeps me from doing it. Anyways, the teachers are here now, so if you and Mrs. Reitman wanted to stop by, that'd be fine. I'll let you in at the front. Other than that, have a nice day.
Thanks, Mr. Notley. I won't actually... Aw.
A black man just hung up the phone on you. How did that feel?
I was going to say I'll be bringing my cousin, Mr. Mooney. Mrs. Reitman will not be attending.
I didn't know Reitman was an Italian name.
Can we investigate the house? Can we investigate Phoebe's room, the bathroom, all that kind of shit? Mooney, what do you want to do? We gotta tag team this. We gotta coordinate, like I'm making the manicotti. You know, you gotta roll, the other one's gotta stuff. You gotta roll, the other one's gotta stuff.
Well, uncharacteristically, I guess, because I was leaning right next to the phone that whole time. So I could also, because I want to comment on something. He said he was returning the call. He said he didn't know why you had called, but Phoebe said that she spoke to him.
You know, I don't like this. Wait, no, I'm not Mr. Reitman anymore. I think we might have to talk to the Herman Notley. You're right. The story doesn't add up. He's hiding something.
Who? Notley,
good, clean fun my ass.
Well, yeah, let's investigate the house before we move on anywhere else.
What room do you want to take?
I want to investigate the hobby room.
You're fucking hilarious.
All right. Which room do you want to investigate, Mr. Potato Sweats? Sorry, that might be confusing. The sweaty one.
Yeah, that's me.
He's the Potato Sweats. I'm the Spaghetti Sweats. Yeah, the provolone sweats. I want to take the girls' bedroom.
Okay. Why don't you both give me an intelligence check, an investigation check.
Intelligence? God damn it.
-2.
Oh.
Are we the two dumbest cops in town?
Yeah. I got 14. I did okay. My roll modifier is only -1.
I got a 10.
Okay,
-2.
Let's go for the hobby room first.
A total of 10.
So it's a bungalow. I'll lay it out for you. 4 doors in the hallway, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. You see now the door on the rear left is open, and Phoebe is sitting on top of the covers of her duvet, nicely made bed, still fully in her clothes, legs crossed, just kind of with her eyes closed, just relaxing. And you see behind her in the master bedroom, she's got her own like powder room there. I can't remember what they call that. Man, what's that called? Bathroom off the master bedroom, like the half bath.
Ensuite.
Ensuite. So she's got the
Ensuite.
ensuite. To the front left is Bridget's room. The rear right is the hobby room. The front right is the main bathroom.
Okay.
All right. So we're going rear right for our man Gazpacho. Wait, that's also confusing. Our man Mooney.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Our man Mooney's going to the hobby room. He got a 10. The room looks sparsely used. It's organized to the point of being in obvious disuse. That is to say, someone's cleaned it, and if anyone was doing any real hobbying in here, there'd be a tool left out somewhere. There'd be something mid-progress. You see a couple whittled items on the shelf, a little sailboat kind of thing. Not terrible, but pretty crude. You see like a little simple hand tools, nothing powered. So like chisels, files, maybe a set of pliers, pipe wrench. It's like kind of doubles as like just a tool room. All the tools again, no rust, no dirt, no nothing. It's just very clean. You find in one corner 3 pictures. Top picture, a young, looks like marriage ceremony between Phoebe and Edward. Edward is a tall, even at this time, slightly balding man. Kind of just brown hair swept across, big beaming smiles from the two of them. Looks like it's on a lake or something, and they're standing on a wharf, perhaps. Wedding photo. Second picture down is a picture of young Bridget as a baby in Phoebe's arms, and Mr. Wheatman's not in the picture. A little baby girl who looks a lot like her mother, big brown eyes and just kind of little fluffs of brown hair. It looks like once they got her out of the hospital, maybe, or maybe a few weeks in, and the mother and baby seem to be doing all right. The bottom photo of the 3 is a picture of 4 children. It looks like they're playing at a playground. The foreground is clearly Bridget, age 6 or 7. And in the background, there's like 2 boys kind of wrestling next to a jungle gym, and then a little girl sitting on a bench. But the foreground, the prominent image is of Bridget. That's all you find, pal. Sorry, you got a 10 in the hobby room. There's some glue you can snip, or some small hand tools. If you can think of you want like a pair of scissors or something, you're welcome to take one of those. Now we go to the 14 in Bridget's room. As per her mother's description, she was a good girl. Fairly organized. Little single bed, white sheets with little pink trims around them, little quilt on top. Bed is loosely made. Desk has letters and diaries and pencils and textbooks. Looks like she does her schoolwork there. There's a little lamp in the corner. Window that looks out into the backyard. Nice picket fence in the back, kind of a mahogany color. Little flower garden that's sweating this drought. And other than that, you see on her dresser, it's open. Looks like she was picking through outfits, and in her closet there's like a few dresses taken out. The only mess in the room is basically a few dresses and outfits laid out on the bed, like she's trying to pick one. There's like a plum kind of cocktail thing, but very tasteful. In orange, very frilly dress. It looks like she's just kind of picking through them. On top of her dresser is a picture of her in one of these dresses, the plum one. She's got a big smile on her face, and it's a more recent photo. It looks like maybe in the last year or so, and she's kind of looks like she's down by some waterfront, maybe. Like she's on like a little cobblestone pathway along like wharf area, maybe a I don't know, maybe a small lake or something like that. Hard to say. We also see an invite for the spring social. I'll get you the exact name now. The Sundance Summer Social, and it's like a big kind of almost Art Deco-y sun behind, and then all the details. Friday, doors open 8 p.m. Normal busing routes for students if required. So like it looks like they provided transportation. And there's a little bit of jewelry on top. Looks like a kind of a few silver rings, a small simple set of pearls, and looks like a emerald brooch.
Okay. Can I investigate any items further?
Yeah, of course, yeah, pick them up.
I want to look under the bed, under the mattress, that kind of area.
You see underneath the mattress nothing. Not really a speck out of place. Maybe a pretty pulpy romance novel. Maybe tucked behind one of the bedposts. But nothing, no mess, no anything of much interest down there. Looks like she's
check out. Okay. Good and juicy. It's that boy smell. I want to check out the photograph. I want to open the back of the photo frame, see if there's any inscription on the photo.
Oh, okay. You see now, as you get a closer look at the photo, she's just got a very, very warm look in her eyes, looking directly at the camera. And you see a slender young woman who's just kind of starting to fill out her frame, if you know what I'm saying. Long-ish legs, a simple, pretty face. She's not a knockout, but she's got a charming look about her, a nice smile. And you pop the picture out of the frame, and it's an inscription on the back. To my perfect girl. I can't wait until we are finally one. And the initials are signed AR. That's some NOIR experience right there.
Yeah. Every second case. I'm gonna fold the photo and pocket it for evidence.
Sick fuck, yep, for sure.
The last thing I want to look is you said there were diaries. I want to see if there's a recent diary, something where she might have had an entry in the last couple of days.
You open the first few. Looks like they're older. 12, 13, 14. Latest one you can see, as opposed to like the bright pink and very sparkly, tacky looking ones, there's one that's like more of a journal look. And you see in it now, Bridget has a bit of an artistic flair. A lot of still life, apples and oranges, a simple flower in the middle of a park. Got some talent. Nothing super fancy. It looks like passionate doodling. You see there's sparse entries, simple poetry, you know. If I were a flower bee, I would be beautiful, you would see. Like, you know, just kind of very, not much substance, but very happy, kind of go-lucky stuff. There, with your 14, there's small entries or small things you can infer from some of the poetry that she's perhaps starting to have womanly feelings. No details, no boys' names or anything. It's very, like, it's very written as though it's expressive, but though she's maybe, like, if someone reads this, I really don't want to be found out, kind of. It's, you know, it's expressive, but it's constrained. Which, frankly, an idiot Italian like you is getting a lot for 14. But that's all you.
I have 12 brothers and sisters, mostly sisters.
But with the Italians,
I feel good about this. Oh my god.
Heyo.
True, the mustaches really give it away.
Am I right? All right. You hear Phoebe calling from the other room. Is there anything I can help you with, detectives? Oh.
I look at dodging at Phoebe. Mrs. Reekman, I don't want to take too much of your time. May I use your bathroom before we go?
Oh my god, of course, yes, of course. Make yourself at home.
I go and I make myself at home. I want to investigate the bathroom.
Okay. I'm extending the 14. We're gonna play it where it lies. The bathroom. You, of course, being almost certainly an Italian imbecile, like check the toilet paper first for like secret messages. You know, you're checking the toilet cleaner, being like, "Yeah, that's bleach. Yeah, okay." You look underneath the sink. You don't see anything. You know, maybe you're looking for something out of place. Maybe you're looking for. All you see is that Mrs. Reitman does have a 1940s early benzene-based some type of narcotic relaxant prescribed by Dr. Yetman. Because if you ain't feeling it now, you never gonna feel it yet, man. That's
cool.
about it. There's no wacky tobacco, no illicit nudies, no big flopping dildo. Spoing.
I would like to investigate the kitchen.
The 10 stands.
I know.
Let him roll again, champ. Let him roll again.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you roll another D10.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I mean,
let's see. Is that still the modifier or is it straight D10?
Yeah, it's a straight D10.
Wait, no.
So
Are you adding this to his 10?
No.
Straight D10 just to see how bad I do in the kitchen.
You can have it if you want. No, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a sporting chance. Oh no, you already rolled it. What do you got?
Okay. No, I didn't roll it yet. Still in my hand.
Okay. Roll a D12. I'll give you a shot. Is there a D12? There's a D12, right?
Yes, there's a D12.
Okay.
Okay.
The most underused dice?
Pretty much. It's only for big damage weapons mostly. Fucking hilarious.
That's a 6.
Oh my god.
You know, I mean, you look in the fridge. Some nice navel oranges. They salute you.
Oh my god.
There's like a little mixed up, like it looks like a pudding. There's is prohibition in effect?
No.
The 40s? No, I don't.
Okay, there's a bottle of vodka in the fridge, in the Kelvinator, I should say. There's like some leftover spaghetti. There's just leftovers. You find what you're almost positive is some provolone. Sliced in.
All right. I like close the fridge. Like, well.
Good day's work.
The team reconvenes.
Who's here?
Yeah. I show photo.
Hold on a second. I'm getting a
I
huge spike. Sorry.
say,
Hold on. Pause for a second. My computer's completely crapping out. Wow. 1 second. Sorry.
it's up to us now.
I tell you,
Wonder how we'll solve this case.
yeah, it's gonna be some
It's
fucking
really
mystery if
lying.
I'm not here. It's like, the girl was just in the laundry room. All right, we're good. Let's go. Sorry, my thing totally crapped out. I didn't get anything after I said you guys should reconvene. So if you can, just start from there again. Sorry about that.
Nothing. No, there wasn't really.
No, there was really nothing. I was going to show Mooney the photo and say, at the end of this, there's someone with the initials AR involved. I guarantee it. Unless the father kidnapped her to... That's always a possibility.
That happens surprisingly often. You're right.
What is it with these Los Angeles people?
I don't know. Suppose we should ask Mrs. Reitman if she knows an AR daughter class.
Yeah.
Or we could ask the teachers. They might know better. Mrs. Reitman didn't seem to know much about her daughter's friends when I was talking to her. It might actually be better to ask the teachers.
Well, let's go to the school then. Leave the dame here to weep.
Sounds like she's
Right.
in there now.
With all the narcotics, I understand.
Should we let her know, or we'll just let ourselves out, I suppose?
I said we disappear on her. It's not like she hasn't had that happen before. Let's
You need
try
a
to
sense of
the
humor
school.
in this line of work.
You know, that's why I have such problems with authority. You know, they don't let me tell her the jokes all the time.
Did you get the name of the high school?
Oh shit! I didn't.
There's a Sierra Summer Solstice dance. We did not get the name of the high school.
We did not get the name of the high school.
You might want to get the name of the high school. It's going to be pretty hard to search every high school in the Los Angeles area. Just my recommendation. You're welcome to drive around if you want.
I mean, would we be
No.
able to know from like context clues of like a nearby like affluent high school?
It's densely populated, I think, is the problem.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there might be 10 of them.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Let's wake up the dame.
All right. Yeah. I'll just kind of knock lightly on the door frame a little bit.
Oh, detective.
Excuse us, Mrs. Reitman. Sorry to bother you again.
No.
We were Detective Genovese and I were just about to head out, and before we left, we just wanted to verify that we got the name of. We just want to verify that we got the name of the high school that Bridget went to.
Oh, slipped my mind. Fulton Hills High. It's west of here. I don't know the exact address. I've never been. I'm a terrible mother.
Well, we'll do our utmost to get Bridget back home safe, and then you two can work on that.
Thank you.
Played Jeff. Well done.
Alright.
It was a learning experience for everyone.
I'm changed as a person. I can never go back. And I really want to. The age of ignorance, and now the age of enlightenment. I can't remember what we learned though. It's the only thing. You guys leave. Car is right where you left it.
Sick.
To the inch, right there. I should say as well, because Jeff is less. Maybe I shouldn't even tell you. There are police game wells around if you ever wanted to call into the station.
Police,
It's
what?
like-
Sorry?
They're called game wells. GAMEWELLS. They're like these little direct line police phone boxes. They're not fully like police boxes like in Doctor Who. It's just like a little fucking stand, and you never see those book sharing like little fucking birdhouses on the side of the roads. Yeah, it's like that, except it's got a phone that gives you direct lines to the police.
Okay. Wonderful. That's good to
Anyways.
know.
Had to give you that LA Noir juice.
Oh, that's
Alright.
good to know. All I know about LA Noir is compilations where it's like trying to tell if the person is lying, and they're just like,
That's all. That was so
So hard.
yeah.
that one guy, that one mission with the fucking pedophile consulate or whatever.
Did you know I just nailed it for the first time last week?
That's
Like,
insane.
I
Congrats.
did that episode, and I was look. To put it into context, Jeff, it's the hardest guy to read. It's like the second fucking challenge. Like, you're
Also,
in
he's
automotive,
nobody.
you're in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like a crotchety old man who just doesn't like Latinos on his lawn.
he has
And
nothing
it's
to
like
hide.
7 questions of like
Yeah.
the hardest reads of all read them. Like it's like oh yeah,
Amazing.
It is.
they took the plates. That's all that was took. It's like, what is that expression? What does that mean? Are you having a fucking
And
fit,
if you-
bro?
You can't
Oh my God.
you can't figure out that the villain is a pedophile unless you nail his interview.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
they always hint at it at the end when I fail, like, complete the mission, but I don't get the pedo angle. They're like, if you had dug a little deeper,
Yeah.
you would have found out he likes little boys. You know?
It's like, listen, game, I really want to get this one right, okay? It's very sad. Alright, what's your next move? Fulton Hills High School. No address.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
we have to
well, we know
go
it's
to a
west- we know
game
it's-
well.
Yeah, we know it's west of here.
I'm just dropping that out. You can drive west of here, or you can game well it. I just wanted to put it in there.
Is
because
there
there's
a
lot of-
game well?
Boy,
Yeah, let's-
wouldn't you
let's
know
go to the
it?
game.
Mere feet from your car.
On the outside of her house.
I don't like to lead too much, but I'm just like,
Meter.
it's not a thing that you would intuitively know, so I feel it's appropriate to mention it. Who's calling it in?
Charisma check over here is calling it
Oh, me?
in. No, me.
Okay,
was
okay,
hard to
alright.
say.
I didn't know
Any
you were
natural
referring
one.
to yourself in the third person, right?
Any talking
you're-
Mooney, I'm your man.
I thought you were mocking me.
All right,
Suppose I was.
All right, do you remember how to do the LA Noir, like, call it in? Because you got the directory, right?
Yeah. KGPL to 7007.
Yeah. Good enough.
Bad number 2376. Detective just Genovese.
How can I help, detective?
Looking for an address on Stonewall High. I can't remember.
Fulton Hills.
Detective?
Fulton Hills. Fulton Hills.
Folston Hills. Folston Hills.
All right, Stonewall High School, 110 Elliston Avenue.
Thanks, sweetheart. Can I also get an address on Folston Hills High?
Certainly, detective. Just a moment. Fulton Hills High School, 10 Opal Avenue.
Any messages?
One moment. No messages at the moment for you, Detective Genovese.
What about for Mooney, my partner?
Just a moment. Want to get me his badge number?
Mooney, what's your badge number?
24601.
24601.
All right, just a moment. One message for Detective Mooney. It's from your supervisor,
From your supervisor.
Mr. Fulham. Excuse me, sorry, Detective Sergeant Fulham. He says, bring back the 4-door in one piece, eh? And that's all.
Thanks, sweetheart. I'll pass that on. I hang up and I say to Mooney, our boss really doesn't like you driving.
Well, I guess you'll just have to get your license then.
Brutal.
Got
Really
him.
don't let Italian Americans drive.
They're too emotional.
Too easily distracted by nice smells. Beautiful cheese.
The beautiful smells of the Los Angeles roadway.
Of course, the
I can. I was just gonna say I can smell a capicola from a mile out.
Oh my. Do you know what an Italian turn signal is? Hey, I'm going to the right. Get out of the way! What are you doing? Get out of the way!
Do they have a separate driving exam for us?
Yeah, they do. It's the test is a getaway. You got to do it once as the shooter and then once as the driver.
Oh my god.
I got to stop and get some water.
Going right.
Take a 5.
Yeah, sure. I was just going to say that I'm going right, get out of my way was also Mussolini's campaign slogan. So, but anyway.
Jeff.
That was good.
You are so funny. Topical, accurate. It was just perfect.
I'm also going to go get something. I already have water here, but get some toast or something. So
I'm eating crackers. Enjoy.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go crawl into bed. But first, I have to have a blanket.
You can have the full thing if you want. I'm super full.
Sounds like you guys are having fun.
Yeah.
I love you too.
I'll see you up there.
Birthday.
All right. Okay. Putting my gams up.
Proper thing made.
I took George swimming today at the pond.
Yeah.
Outside of Fogo at the rails. And it was not his first swimming adventure of the season, but his first pond swimming adventure, so warmer water, right? And I got in, and he asked me to dive in, and so I dove in, and he watched me swim for a little bit, sitting on a rock, and then he wanted to get in, so he wanted to keep his boots on. So he got up to his boots, and then they filled with water, and he was like, "This is no fun." So then he got on my body, and I told him, "Okay, you can take your boots off now because you're on my body, because you can't go to this place without boots." and we swam a little bit. And anytime he got above his waist, he got a little nervous and cold, and he started kind of like kicking at my body, and until he discovered there were minnows in the pond. As soon as he discovered there were little minnows that are deeply attracted to our bodies, like we're there and the minnows are all around us, I couldn't get the kid out. He was like chest deep in the water, and he was like, hold still. And I was like squat for like 30 minutes with my knees bent in the pond. And he was just taking his hand and scooping them up and trying to catch them, and started to learn that like the little ones are slower, but the big ones are more fun to catch, but they're harder to catch. And started going after the big juicies. And he caught like 10 or 11 minnows.
Nice.
And he'd look at all of them, and we'd look at their scales and talk about their anatomy. And he lost his mind. He loved it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And he said he wanted to go back again really soon when we finished up. And then the whole drive home, he was looking out the window smiling to himself.
That's
It was
so
like
nice.
the best. Yeah. Yeah, he had a great day.
That is super nice, man. Yeah, I can't wait to go swim with him. That's super exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be really proud. Also, we're going to take his little fishing net. We have a little catch net, a dipper net.
Yeah.
That's about like this big. It came with a bug catcher's kit that he got for his birthday.
Nice.
We're going to try and scoop up the minnows with that next time.
Oh,
That's
you're
going to
get
rock
so
his
many.
fucking
It's gonna be
world.
excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the best time.
Yeah. Excellent. Also, I always pace these things so poorly. There's no way we're going to complete this tonight. There's no way I can condense it to get you guys. I don't want to either, because you guys are such good detectives.
I don't want to either, because the character creation, I want more Jews because it's so much fun.
No, I always just kind of try and let it play out. I mean, like we've obviously done the ones where like we get to there in like the 4 hour session. I think it can still be done in 4 hours. It's just that we're not gonna do 4 hours tonight. So
4 hours tonight, no.
We'll continue it though. Anyways, I'm still good to go for like another maybe hour or less, probably, if you're okay with trying that.
I'd love to try another hour.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I make it.
Cool. All good.
I couldn't tell you now whether I'm going to or not. I'm not sure. Everything okay?
Yeah, he was on the truck and was trying to get out.
Okay. Fox is after our cat. Everyone's in safe and sound.
Nice. Ooh, quality. We got a snack on deck. Snacking. I gotta know. What's the snack?
I have these Best Buy cheese crackers,
Nice.
which I think are quality.
I have this ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh.
I used a lot of ham on it.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's all that talk of cured meats over here. Oh. Jeff, that looks good.
It's pretty crazy when like the cheese is really thick cut, and then the ratio of ham to cheese is like 3-1. It's like, wow, he's going in.
Treating myself.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful. Shit, I probably should have gone pee. I've just been sitting here enjoying the music. I gotta go pee, guys. I'll be right back.
The music ended.
There's another one. If you just follow the trail, there's like laid back nighttime noir jazz mix. Let me. I'll just drop that in there just so. And feel free to suit it to your whims and ways. It's the only thing that's different is that it'll be different in the replay, obviously, if you happen to watch it again. But it's fairly inconsequential.
Yeah. This is so awesome, man. I'm loving this.
Thanks. I think it's a lot of fun. I wanted to do it for such a long time, and then today I was like, oh. Plus, yeah, we've been doing the Sydney Green Street thing, so I'm just in it.
Yep.
plus this is proper. I like doing something that could be episodic. Like if it's like we need another Phil night. Any two people could do it. You know what I mean? Like, which is just really, I like it. It's really open-ended in that way. Oh god, this is so painful. Oh, it wasn't worth the joke.
Oh, I didn't even. Sorry,
Yeah, I know. I didn't have a joke ready. It's terrible.
Brick of cheese.
Eating in between meals. You know what? That's so funny. I'm also going to grab some cheese because I have no snacks. All I got is a block of cheese, so I'm gonna lop off some cheese real quick.
Oh, I'm so pleased. What a treat. Oh my god. I gotta like get my comfort zone set up. All my pillows. Feet elevated. Brick of cheese in hand. Alright. We are good to go. Can't believe Chris wouldn't give us the name of that high school, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Real stickler, that one, you know?
I like that the Stonewall High School you asked about is apparently on this street.
No, it's not.
Bravo, Jeff.
Oh wait,
I said Elliston. You said Stonewall was on Elliston, which is the street that we're on right now.
Oh shit! Oh wow, yeah. So the street you're on I have spelled Elston, and then I had Elliston like Eliston. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just improv it and pulled it up.
Confusing city, this Los Angeles.
I did say that it was densely populated and there was a lot of schools around.
You did say that.
We're looking at Stonewall High. It's like next to fucking lawnmower guy's house. Like, God, we missed that big high school across the street. That's not her high school.
Alright. Stonewall's on Ellington Street. I'm changing it. Can't have it on the same street. Also, I really hope you're not making a map, because I don't have one.
Oh no.
It's just like all these crazy ass intersections, and you're like, question mark, like, where's...
Look, I don't even make a map in our regular campaigns, okay? I'm not making a map here.
That's true.
Never have I ever made a map in a regular campaign.
I tried in Jared's Call of Cthulhu thing. It was a mistake.
I saw you. It's like watching you play charades, and the frustration just grows, and the confusion just grows, and your eyes start to pop out of your head a little. Thanks for running a great campaign on this lovely Tuesday night. I feel so relaxed.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I was itching, man. And, like, who doesn't love, like, detective bullshit? I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Dropping with my pen in one hand.
Hey, the The special attention the detective said to bring it back in one piece.
I'll try and straighten it out.
Attention detective.
I can't remember what he's called.
Detective Sergeant.
Man, it sounds like he wears a helmet. Oh, good God.
He's got special attentions. My cousin, he had special attentions too. It's great work, as a plumber now.
How do you have no legs and walk with a limp? I never understood. All right. You pull up now to a nicely manicured lawn and sweeping gardeny kind of campus of Fulton Hills High School. You see it in big, bold, wide letters. Fulton Hills High School. The motto's on the side, like, learning starts here, even though it's a high school. You see a large, like, double-sized parking lot. There's probably... There's at least 300 parking spots. Just doing the math, and I kind of gave up halfway through. A lot of parking. Not many cars. You see an old, beat-up 1930 Ford pickup truck with the little like wood slat backs. You see a couple of pretty inconsequential sedans and otherwise a few station wagons. There's like 4 cars here.
Are they all parked in the same general area, or is there an outlier?
All parked in the same area, except for the truck. Truck is like one set of spaces over. It's all kind of close to what looks like the main entrance. So it's like a wide, low building, and there's just double doors kind of next to the parking lot.
All right, Mooney. Let's settle up.
Right, let's go see what we can find.
We approach the main entrance.
As you're coming up, you see 3 sets of double doors. Not much in the way of graffiti. It's a pretty clean campus. And you try the doors, and they're locked. And then you see probably a 60-year-old, older black man, weathered face, janitorial outfit, sort of suspenders and dirty, ruddy pants, simple boots that have seen a few winters somewhere. He's got a ring of keys in one hand and looks like got a tool belt with a few things on it. He's eating some mozzarella.
Yeah.
He's not eating the mozzarella.
Does it for Nico.
And you hear him through the door. Hold your horses. Hold on now. 1 second. What can I do for you, detectives?
Good evening, Mr. Notley.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Herman Notley. What can I do for you?
Mr. Notley, I flashed my badge. Detective Genovese, Detective Mooney here. We've been sent on behalf of the Leitmans. I believe you were speaking to Mrs. Phoebe Reitman and Mr. Edward Reitman earlier today.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I called back after Phoebe had called the school, and then yeah, I think Edward picked up the phone, and we I didn't talk about much, but yeah, I spoke to them. Is that what this is all about?
Did Reitman tell you? No. What did Mrs. Reitman tell you, Mr. Notley?
Truth be told, she was kind of hysterical. I didn't hear a lot of sense being made. Something about the dance last night and how such a thing could happen. I don't know. I don't rightly know. I apologize. I'm not a switchboard operator. I'm just a janitor.
Seems Bridget Reitman never came home last night after the social.
Is that a fact? Young Bridget. Well, I tell you, Miss Notley would certainly be hysterical if my young Alana went missing, and frankly, so would I. I understand now why she was in such a huff. That's terrible. What can I do for you?
We were hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're the,
Please, really.
I was waiting for the talker to take over. We were just hoping maybe we could look around the premises, maybe ask some of the staff a few questions if they might know anything. Might be able to give us any hints or clues.
For sure. I mean, feel free to ask me as well. I was working the doors the whole night. Not that people pay much attention to old Herman Notley, but Herman pays attention to them, just the same.
Mr. Nutley, you are as a man. You're the man for the job, Notley.
Thank you, Senator.
I tell you.
Saying that.
We're looking for any of Bridget's close friends' behaviors last night. I think she had a boyfriend. Last name begins with an R. We're just looking to see who might have been closest to her last night.
The initials AR mean anything in connection with Bridget?
AR. Not to my reckoning. I mean, I'm thinking about all the boys. There's an Alfred. There's Jesus, there's got to be more boys' names that begin with A. There's
Andrew is a popular
Andrew, Arthur's, Archie's.
Yeah,
Albert's.
no, there is an Archie, yeah. There's an Adrian as well. Adrian Cooper, AC. No, there's Ashton Kemper. That's an AK. There's Aaron Jason Gottfried. That's a AJG. I'm having trouble recollecting an AR. Jeez.
staff. Any ARs there?
Staff. Well, there's Miss Allison Reardon. She's young, probably some 24, 25. Very enthusiastic, loves working with the kids, mostly
Lesbian.
with the youngest. She's pretty quiet and bookish, not being rude, of course, just calling it how I see it, but I think now there's Mr. Regal, Alexander Regal. He's a history teacher, little older gentleman. He's pretty good, does some after-school clubs and drama, and I think he even does a model UN. Hold on a second, let me make sure that the United Nations exists in 1947. They've had model UNs at Fulton Hills High School, whatever the hell it's called. Founded in 1945, so no model UN. He was proposing this idea. He was saying perhaps they would do a model with the students of the United Nations, yes.
It's a remarkable idea.
Interesting. Yeah, in this post-war period. Hmm. Yeah, those are the only two ARs I can think of off the top of my head. If I remember any, I would certainly let you know. What was your other question? I'm sorry, you asked old Notley a question and he went on a little tangent there. I forgot.
Did we ask one other question, Moody?
It was just about her friends, I think, or how her friends are behaving at the social. I think was the other.
Yes,
Any
I'm
sort of
sorry.
anything out of the anything
Early
out
in
of the
the morning.
ordinary at the social.
Anything out of the ordinary? No, at the social itself, not that I saw. Of course, I was working the door. I have to admit, I think some of the students might have had a nip. Not for old Notley to say, but some of them was stumbling a little bit here and there. Yeah, I tell you, there was one incident, and I wasn't sure who was involved. It was probably 10 past 10, and the car pulled up, coupe, older, I think. I couldn't see the color; it was so dark. There was no lights in the parking lot. See, and it was yelling some voices. It sounded like some boys or some young men. They were hooting and hollering at some of the girls, I think. Not really sure. I had to go see what was the matter, make sure nothing was the matter. And well, they kind of peeled off after that. I think they might have hit one of the cars as well. You might have to check with one of the teachers. I haven't had really a chance to look, but seems to me I heard a bit of a crunch and a few hoots and hollers, and then the car took off. Now I can't swear that there wasn't something else, but to the best of my knowledge, I think that's what's happened. As far as anything worth noting, this social itself was good. They danced and they played the music, and all the girls in the pretty dresses and the boys in their best, suits, looking like little people they were. Anyways, I like to see them doing well. I was not so long ago that old Herman Notley was young. I used to be, and he does a little like two-step, and he's like, I used to have a little something. Every once in a while, the wife asks me, I can still tap the toes. So, not much.
I love this guy.
Can Herman join the investigation?
Can
he pull an Anton? Oh. One question, Mr. Notley.
Please,
the scuffle with the car. Herman, the scuffle with the car. Where on the property did that take place?
Well, you see just over there, and he points at where the 4 cars are. And he points like just past them cars there, not quite at my truck, but just before there, near that right there. You see in the middle of the parking lot, there's that waste bin there, that trash basket. That's it was right next to that. See, I could just see it from the door back here, and then it peeled off and took off, south out back to the road. See.
Thank you, Mr. Notley. Herman.
My pleasure.
What, are there teachers on the premises today who were present yesterday for the dance?
Excuse me a second, let me look. Yeah, that's, that looks like, well, that's Miss Reardon's car right there. You see the scarlet colored one, the little one, 1946, there we go. That's Regal there. He's got the drop top with the sort of almost a kind of a turquoise green. You see that one off to the left, 1945. Then let's see, what's that one over there? That's the station wagon. I think that's let me think. Kendall Hopper, he's a substitute. I think he's teaching mathematics. And then there's my truck, and that's it.
Okay. Moody, you got anything else for this lovely gentleman?
Oh, yeah. Nothing else I can think of at the moment. You've been very helpful, Herman. Thank you.
Oh, I'll do what I can. I mean, young girl goes missing, doesn't matter what color, I'd like to see her returned. I mean, that's just a shame. They're nice kids, not the most worldly sometimes, they can be a bit mean, but They're kids. Can't hold it against them.
Good. Well,
It sounds like he's doing a great job in that profession. This seems appropriate.
Old Herman's hiding a murder weapon in his mopping bucket. Herman loves to taste the young flesh after it's decomposed a little.
Oh my god.
Wrapped like blue cheese with little bones.
God, everything goes back to cheese in these games.
It's all we're eating cheese and provolone.
Oh my god. Well, Moody, tell you what I'd like to do. I think we should investigate over by those cars. And I think we should talk to the two teachers with the last initial R. I'm not certain that we're dealing with a student here.
Quite possible. Yeah. The plot thickens. Well,
Well, I'll tell you what. If you need me, just holler. I'll be nearby cleaning out some of the classrooms. I think the main gymnasium's already pretty much done. So if you need to get back out of the building, I gotta lock the door, see, so no one can get in. But you just let me know and I can let you in anyway. You just come find me, all right?
all right. Thank you, Herman.
All right.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
You have a nice day now, folks. Thank you.
You too.
Wearing my Sunday best, dancing the rest.
Oh my gosh.
Herman two
Herman's
steps
an
in there
animal.
and starts fucking sweeping up.
Oh man.
All right, Herman joins the party.
Herman leads the investigation.
Oh my! Hey, you know, it's a couple years in. Isn't it nice? We brought in a very tasteful and respectable, humble black man into the scene.
Yeah, it's a good thing you specified that he's humble. Yeah, so we're going to the cars first, and then the teachers, and then the cars, or
Yeah.
fading?
Either one. Let's do the cars because Herman's locked us out. I assume the teachers are in the school, so let's do the cars first. Besides, we might learn a little something about these Regal and Reardon folks before we nail them to the cross.
Jesus Christ! Oh, I just gotta write down. Everyone remember what I said with the cars? Hold on, no, I got it.
It was in 1946 something or other.
Poop.
Don't care about the substitute teacher car.
Yeah.
We know these are breadcrumbs. The substitute teacher is not a breadcrumb.
It's a fraction.
I don't know.
I
Could be,
played a lot of LA Noir.
could be a double cross. I mean, maybe I was just pretending to think about his name for an inordinate amount of time.
Could be.
All right, you're heading over to the wastebasket and the cars. They're all in the same general kind of area.
I'm gonna investigate the wastebasket.
Fuck yeah, you go, Booty.
An investigation check, then to check out that area.
Oh boy.
An intelligence check, I believe.
Okay, or perception. I mean, like, I feel like both are appropriate.
Okay.
What do you hear? What do you see?
All right. Well, with a perception, that's 1. And with an investigation, that's a 0.
You trip on a curb you didn't see, and you smash your face into the trash basket.
Oh my god.
Take 1 point of damage. You gotta over your lip. It's like right there. Cut and dry. You suck at this.
Yeah, really bad.
Jeez, it's Moody. What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus.
Did you not see the curb?
I didn't see the curve. I was too excited to look in the trash can. I thought there might be clues. I got ahead of myself. Oh.
You know, Moody, if you need a raise to support your overwhelmingly large Irish family, you gotta talk to this special events detective.
Which is different from the special attention detective.
Oh, totally separate.
Well, he advances the money, you know.
Yeah. The detective that's in charge of the fucking like pay grade. It's not an administrator, it's just another detective that pays up.
My light bulb just shut off.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I'm just gonna walk over my partner's prone body and I'm gonna investigate Regal's car.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like mopping at the. Got a handkerchief.
That's 14.
Car is not locked. Open the door. Can you give me some direction? What is it you think you're trying to find here? What is it? Where are you looking? What's the thought process? You give me that and I'll give you what you get for 14.
I want to know where this man lives, deep in his soul. So I'm looking in his glove compartment. I'm looking behind his visor. You know, the driver's visor. I'm looking in the trunk. I'm looking on the floor of the back seat. I'm looking for papers. I'm looking for photos, notes, anything that tells me a little bit more about who he is day to day. And I think those locations say a lot about a man.
All right. You find in the glove compartment a meerschaum pipe, of course, and a packet of fine tobacco. You find a driver's license. Edward Regal, male, hazel eyes, 5'9", 165 pounds. What other information? Oh, he's 46 years old. Organ donor? I don't know what else they would have had on there. He's registered to a... Give me 2 seconds. 99 Euclid Street is his registered address. In the back seats, you see yesterday's paper and this morning's paper. In the trunk, you find a spare tire, but none of the tools to change a tire. And it looks like about 40 textbooks. How the West Was Won. 1800 to 1911. Looks like a history book.
Okay.
As far as where he resides in his soul, slightly lonely, cushioned by what seems to be a healthy routine and a strong intellect. Is that vague enough for you?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I know a little bit more about him now. I'm gonna go check on you, Moody.
I'm just sitting on the curb there. I've got a handkerchief on it. I'm just kind of dapping at the cut, and then I'm also just smoking my pipe. A little embarrassed, a little frustrated.
What do you think, Moody? Should we check out the what was her name? Redmond?
Reedman, I think. Reardon?
Reardon. So close to Reedman.
There's a lot of our names to keep track of here. Reardon. Alison Reardon, age 24 or so.
Should we check out her car?
May as well.
Women take lovers too, even Even in Italy. Oh, no.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, what's this?
It's the old country. It's a little more conservative.
We're checking out Reardon's car. Is that correct? Sorry. Just trying to keep
Yeah.
track. Also unlocked. People were more trusting back in the day. With a black man holding the keys, I don't know how they could be, but anyways, that's not for me to say. So, are you guys searching this together? Are you just still smoking your pipe? Sorry, is this Genovese crime family?
I'll help search.
All right, give us a double roll there. Give us a roll each. Roll investigation or no, just investigation.
That's a 15 for me.
That's a 1, not natural.
What the fuck is going on here?
I gotta find some different dice.
Jeff is really dumb.
I am really dumb. I do have a -2 intelligence.
But you should be rolling better than that.
And
I thought it was like a -8.
No, I'm really dumb, and I'm also rolling extremely badly. So that 10 was the best roll I've had all night.
Oh my god.
At least I get to drive the car.
No one trusts you. Everyone's on your back about it.
Not a natural 1. As Genovese opens the trunk to take a look, it it kind of cuffs you. It like goes off the shoulder and off the cheek. It doesn't hurt you, but it's like insult injury, and you're like, "Fuck this fucking day." With a 15, you find her ID as well. She's 24 years old, 5'2", scarlet hair. Scarlet's not a hair color. It's fake. Auburn. Green eyes. 125 pounds. Registered Democrat. I don't know. You see in the trunk of her car, the boot, as some might call it in other countries, yet unnamed, that there's a huge variance of literature, from like pop literature, pulp novels, philosophies of poetry. She's exceptionally well read, it seems, or at the very least she carries a lot of stuff around with her. Otherwise, in the glove compartment, you find simple jewelry. You find a copy of the spring social invitation, like you saw at Bridget's house. And you also find a letter. And it says, Roger Hilton. And if you open up the letter, you take a look, it's a really charming, not greaseball charming, a really genuinely charmed letter from Mr. Hilton, saying how much he enjoyed her company while she was visiting San Francisco, and really felt that there was a spark there, and feels that he would like her to come and visit again sometime. And he's got this address there, and signed very charmingly, and seems as though she has a nice man in her life, Mr. Roger Hilton.
I'm poking around a bit through the pulp novels, being a pulp fan. Don't seem to be recognizing the titles. Yeah, any hero pulps, any weird tales, or is it all like spicy romance?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll give you something.
Yeah.
There's a sci-fi novel, kind of a soft sci-fi, very fantasy, experimental, almost stream of consciousness, very like beatnik McCarthyism, kind of on the verge, interesting. Never seen something like this before. It's called From the Vapid Seas of Venus, at the Tether at Ullman's Cross, and it's just like there's like maps on maps on maps, and just very like three-dimensional drawings with very strange silhouettes. This kind of circular verse. Some of it is written vertical, top to bottom. Some of it's written right to left, left to right. I can't remember what it's called, but the effect where you draw shapes with the way that you indent your paragraphs.
Yeah.
And there's like strange creatures and like an eye, and it's like it's pretty cooked literature.
I just flip through it and I just think like, the hell is this crap? And I just put it back.
It may be crap. It may be crap. I can't promise it. All right, what next, detectives?
Okay, I have to take a quick washroom break. 2-second pee, I'll be right back. Is that okay, guys?
Yeah.
Moody, you try and mop up your face and think what our next move is.
Right. Well, it's a hell of a script, but I just can't see how it's going to end.
I wrote it, and even I don't know how it ends. Never suck so bad you forget to breathe.
There's something funny about the idea of an on-duty police officer smoking a pipe.
Yeah, it's like this guy's got time to kill. Like,
yeah, it's not like he's doing anything.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, now unfortunately, now I have to write From the Vapid Seas of Venus at the Tether of at Ullman's Cross. Oh my. Oh Jesus.
God.
Yeah, this is definitely beyond one-shot scope. But anyways, I'm having fun with it. You guys are doing really. I like it. Like, I like that you gotta. This is actually doing a mystery in a detective game is a great way. Not that you guys struggle with this at all, but it's a great way to remind players and to help players like drive the story forward. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta ask questions. There's no given stuff. Like, I don't know. I find that very attractive as a DM because I don't know, because you guys ask interesting questions. So it's like, oh, what about the literature?
Yeah. This is like my first initial nugget of idea for this character was like, oh, like he's just like a big like Weird Tales fan, and he's a policeman who basically wants to be like Conan. Just be this like wild like barbarian cop. And I just toned that down to like he has a spider novel on him.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets a free moment. And his decoder ring.
I love that.
I may have to turn in before too long because I didn't get much sleep last night.
Neither did I. Yeah, no, we're going to turn in soon. We'll do like another 15 or 20 tops for sure. Right. Or less than, of course, if you just want to bow it. But
no, that I'm good for that. Like, I probably I could go longer, but I'm gonna feel like dog shit tomorrow if I stay up too late.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely want to revisit this in the future because this is awesome.
Oh, we'll see it out. Don't you worry. It'll.
Yeah.
This is not going anywhere. It's basically, like I said, I've got it done, so it's ready whenever someone drops out or what have you. All right, I was just talking with Jeff. We're going to do another maybe 15, 20, probably tops, and then call it, if you're cool with that.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Cool.
So, Mooney, have you cleaned yourself up?
Yeah, I've managed to stop the bleeding. It's starting to clot there. So I guess we
You
should
bleed
go
like a stuck Irish pig.
Yeah. It's the curse of our people, one of many. Guess we should go talk to the teachers then, I suppose.
That is a wonderful idea. For clumsy Mick, you got an okay brain.
Yeah, no, I sadly woke up on the wrong side of the cabbage patch this morning.
Oh,
Beautiful. I just want you to know that I almost picked Polish, and all my material was going to be based on cabbage rolls.
yeah, I put it in there just to see if someone would take the bait, because I wouldn't even be able to tell you what a Polish accent is supposed to sound like. I know it, but it's so hard to do. It's like so impossibly weird.
I Googled it and watched a 30-second YouTube video on how to do a Polish accent. And I could tell right away I was going to just drop into Medved.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope.
I think that's the
I would've just-
is it
I would've
just
just done
veers off
Russian.
so easily into like Russian or something, and then it loses all its character. Bastards.
Yeah. Because Russian's like the only Eastern European accent that anyone knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
All right, what's next? Which teacher are you seeking out?
What do you think, Nick? We talk to Miss Reardon or Mr. Regal?
Start with the dame.
As you enter the front entrance, or get near the front entrance, Herman sees you coming in and unlocks the doors. Go on in. Find anything?
I didn't have much luck out there. I don't know about Detective Genovese, but
Just take it in the sights, Herman. Just take it in the sights.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I can tell you, I should have told you off the right from the start. I genuinely forgot, but after I heard that crunch after that car stopped by, I went back and swept up. There was some broken glass there. So I think they busted out one of the taillights. I figured that was worth mentioning, and you might not have seen any flecks of glass that were there. So I that's on me. I forgot.
Thanks, Herman.
Sweat. Anywho, I'll leave you to it again. You just let me know if you need anything.
would we have noticed when we were in bed? Like, probably, I know I wouldn't have, but if I can ask on Detective Genovese's behalf,
Please.
would he have noticed which car had the taillight popped out? Because I don't think we actually knew which car had been hit when we started. Would the 14 have?
Of the cars you looked at, you didn't see any taillights out. From that, you can probabilistically surmise that the car that broke the taillight or the car that was hit to do the braking are probably both neither here. You didn't check the substitute teacher's car, nor did you check Herman's truck, just for posterity. But if Herman had his own truck density, probably would have mentioned it. Anyways, who's to say?
Yeah, and we know that the substitute is not a breadcrumb, so we're good.
Yeah, we know that's not.
Maybe I'm just that good. What was his name again?
Chris.
Chris.
I didn't even write it down.
I didn't know either, but it was Kendall Harper.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
he was the first name I wrote down because he's the killer.
Look, if Jeff didn't write it down, it is arbitrary.
I'm writing it down now.
No.
Thank you. I'm erasing it.
You're manifesting it.
I'm using the secret to make Kendall Harper the killer.
Nice.
Jeff is actually the killer, and he's trying to set up the sub. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Name
Detective
scandal, huh?
Gervais.
Just come up from the Klondike. Had a
Oh
traveling
my God.
show there.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Traveling Muppet Show.
My brother, crippled Tommy, looked pretty good. Posted up on them stilts.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we won't be interviewing him. Chris,
What a gay
you're already
fan.
getting too much joy.
All right, so you're going for Miss Allison Reardon,
Reardon.
the slut.
Yeah.
Herman just directs you down and to the right, and you fall down. It's a 1940s high school hallway. Okay, just getting that out of the way. Award cabinets and I was young once. Things like that. Graduation photos, what have you.
Wide hallways.
Not
Yeah.
a lot of black faces.
Because they're closed.
Yes. You see now, as just outside of a classroom, what looks to be, based on her driver's license and her description, Miss Allison Reardon, and she's taking down a few banners in the hallway that just say, summer solstice, like, come out and celebrate. Stupid. DM sucks. Yeah, and she doesn't notice you come up.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Reardon.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, just one moment. She steps down from a step.
Let me help you down.
Thank you.
Detective Genovese
Pleasure.
is my name. This is Detective Mooney.
Miss Reardon, you can call me Allison.
Thank you, Allison. You can call me Nick.
Thank you, Detective Genovese. Nick, thank you. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We are investigating disappearance of one of the students after the social last night.
Someone went missing?
Miss Bridget Reitman.
Bridget. Wow. Well, anything I can do to help. She's one of my best students.
One of your best students. You'd say you had a lot in common with her?
One could say that. We're both young women, passionate about literature. It's about as far as it goes. I mean, I don't have any particular favoritism for my students. They're all, equal in my eyes. If some are a little more interested in what I have to teach, that's just a bonus.
It's always nice to find
A kindred spirit?
kindred spirit among your pupils. Yes, yes.
I mean, I see a lot of myself in her. Dirty bastard. Yeah, I mean, I was a lot like her. At my age, it's only now that I'm kind of a little more outgoing. Bridget's not shy, but she's, a little more bookish than maybe the boys are interested in, if I'm being honest. Coming from experience.
Were you at the dance last night? At the social?
Certainly, yes, I was chaperoning. I'm kind of new at this, so I'm looking for any opportunity I can to kind of help out. Just taking down these decorations here. It seemed like a pretty good event. I'm sorry to hear that it had a sad ending with Bridget going missing.
Any details you can share with us now in light of this new information? That anything suspicious with Bridget or otherwise?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of students, so I can't say that I paid particular attention to Bridget. Um, I didn't see her dance with anybody. That kind of sticks out of my mind. I mean, most girls go for a dance, you know. There's a few guys, you know, in her class who are not maybe tall, dark, and handsome. Nice guys, you know, you might call them. They say nice guys finish last, but for girls like Bridget, I think probably a good match, but she kind of seemed to shy away from it. But I mean, that could just be shy girls being shy. I mean, you know, not everyone goes to a dance and is able to kind of get their toes a tapping. Again, speaking from experience, but yeah, no, it was pretty good. I mean, I expected more. You know, I think some kids maybe had a nip. Would never say this in front of the superintendent, but didn't seem to be a problem. You know, that's, you know, maybe I'm a bit young and a bit naive, but everything seemed okay. Nobody got bounced from the occasion. Most people milled out around 10:15, 10:30. No one, maybe only a few stayed until 11, and we didn't even have to kick them out. We just kind of left of their own accord. So, a good bunch. I'm lucky to work you.
Interesting.
Or not, perhaps.
Miss Reardon, was there... she didn't dance with anyone last night. Were there any other boys that she may have been hanging around with over the last year or so? Any friends or...
It's tough. This is my first year teaching, so I didn't really get to see them all kind of coming up. She's 16, mind you, right? So I don't know a lot of the backstory. Give me a second. Let me think now. I'm gonna have to go look at the register. Just give me 1 second. There was one boy. Ba ba ba. Da 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 da. Yes, here he is. Gordon Pickett. Bridget would sit third row from the left, 3 seats back. Gordon is second row from the left, 2 seats back. I'm sure it's been a while since you guys were in school, but that makes it pretty obvious that Gordon was interested in her. He has to look over his shoulder to see her, and I caught him once. Caught is not the right word. I observed him once or twice looking over his shoulder as Bridget would turn around and talk to Alice or one of her other friends. So I think Gordon has an eye for her. He's well. He's not very interested in what I have to teach, but he's certainly a nice young man. I think they'd make a cute couple.
This other friend of hers, Alice. Anything you could tell us about her?
Alice. Let me see now. Alice. Alice Tarot. A little bit of a talker.
How do you spell that surname?
Oh, Tarot. Tarrow. Not like you might be thinking of with the mysticism and stuff.
Hadn't heard that name before. Sorry.
It's a bit of a different one. Yeah, I think her father is Polish or something. Yeah, Tarot. And it might be an Anglicization. Hold on, what is it? Anglicization? It might be an anglicized name.
True.
Probably all kinds of K's and J's in there. Anyways, that's how they spell it. Alice kind of gets people wound up a little bit. She's, like I said, she's a bit of a talker. Has trouble waiting till the end of the chapter to give her review. You know what I'm saying. But really, I don't think there's much malice there. I think it's more boredom. I think she would rather be talking to people who are maybe a little more socially attuned. She's pretty sharp and pretty enthusiastic about people, and well, all these old tomes and great men of history. I just don't think it does a lot for her, and I don't hold that against her. I'll tell you what, I did drop Alice off once. Taros, nice people. Private, but nice people. Up on Burrows Street. I think 109 Burrows Street. I'd say Alice is probably Bridget's closer friend. They're not a great match, but they haven't outgrown each other yet. I would say if someone spent a lot of time with Bridget last night, it was most likely Alice, though I couldn't swear to it.
Nice.
Nugget. Dropping nuggets.
Love it.
Deep
Juicy, juicy. Don't give me cornhole vibes, okay? It's too much.
I know,
too much.
It's too much. Oh, my.
Guys, I gotta call it.
I think it's a good spot to call it.
Yeah. So I think we've got what we need from Miss Virgin. I got 2 pages. I got almost 2 pages of notes.
You're such a good detective.
I know. This is like spouting off the first interview. I was like, shit, I better like dot my I's and cross my T's here.
I'm having a lot of fun being a detective.
I think that's doing great. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's great. We'll pick it up. You guys are doing great. You're hot on the trail, I think. You think.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we got a new angle. I don't know if the teacher as lover is going to pan out for this one.
Yeah. Oh boy, what a thrill when that thought occurred.
It got me a little moist.
It's a lesbian teacher love affair.
They don't even know this in the 40s, how good this is going to be.
Oh, man. Well, fantastic. Again, if Jared feels up to it, then maybe we'll do a game. I guess Saturday is the next slot. Saturday?
Saturday. But
Okay.
you guys can do something.
Jesus
We're just
Christ.
going to divide it.
Story. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's just keep in contact, and if somebody's interested later in this week that isn't a Saturday, maybe we'll do that instead. Maybe a Thursday or something. Thursday's your night for something, Jeff?
Yeah, I work Thursday nights, so I can't.
Terrible.
I work Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and you're out Thursday. My next one could be a Sunday. I know that we don't do Sundays, do we?
Sunday's fine.
Yeah, I should be able to do a Sunday. Yeah.
I could be available on Sunday if anyone wants to run anything. Obviously, no pressure. I come to play. I have no lead up time.
Both mine are this and the main wizard thing are all good to go, so I can run anything for anybody who shows up. If it is a different 2 than the 2 we have here, I'll come up with something else.
Stop.
Just fragment.
Jared will have to become Nick Genovese, and he'll just have to live off of my notes and embody me.
That'll be so good. You're like, so there's a dog missing somewhere in the Central Park area. It's like, it's in New York. Fantastic. Anyways, I gotta get to bed. But thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun. See you next time.
This was so much fun. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Have a